Arizona had it snuffed out. They was going to make the tackle. Very Sanders-like. And by the way, great ball handling by Patrick Mahomes. You saw the fake going to the left, and then he hit the ball in the back pocket and moved it out the hill. Once again, as you said, Chris, I can't just take him up this way. Especially where and maybe the reading when you got to feel about it. Mahomes on 3rd and 8. With Matt Bryant lined up wide to the right. This is a 4th down. Mohamed Sanu at quarterback. 4th and 1. Remember, Matt Bryant is out today. George Jones-Vecchio is the kicker. They go 4th down and keep the drive alive. The accuracy with which Mahomes is throwing the football, giving us 100 yards after catch. Under pressure and goes down. Chandler Jones. From the far side, Jones. Syracuse takes down Patrick Mahomes. And they lead us to Kansas City at field goal range. Buffalo is in the red zone. A drive check the line by a fake punt. Logan Thomas to Robert Foster. The Bills behind Matt Barkley, his first start since week 17 of 2016 with the Bears. And it's taken Buffalo Bills to the red zone. Harrison Butker now off the 45-yard field goal try. They were not that field goal range by mistake. The kick is good, and he gives the Chiefs a lead over the Cardinals. 10-7.
Once again, Matt Barkley looking at that play sheet that Don is read. He probably won't even raise his eyes once he's in the huddle. He's just sitting there reading it off, but it's a tiny print. It doesn't look like that big print that you get on the top of the headline of the newspaper. It's a tiny print.
Hey, thanks for joining me, everybody. Be sure to subscribe if you like it. Oh, touchdown! What? Crazy. Can't believe he dropped that.
In the end zone. Bringing Alex Smith. This is a 3rd and 11. Redskins need the 16 for a new set of down. No score. Redskins Buccaneers. Maybe motion at the line.
Hey, man, thanks for the like.
Back them up. Well, Clay Martin. Thanks. Falling for that. Hang on to it again. Chicago is in the end zone. They take the slow field on Matt Barkley and Morgan Murphy carries the 11. Just how the Bills threw it up in September. Matt Barkley's wristband. All right, Redskins out 3rd and 16. We'll keep them on the screen. They're backed up. Maurice Harris had a big day last week. Not enough there. It's going to be 4th down and likely a field goal try here. It will be the 14th play of this drive for Barkley and the Bills. A 3rd and 7. Leave the 4-yard line. The Bills fall on it. Buffalo gets a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Crazy play. Shows the catch. Guys lost the football, but Groove is there to pick it up. Now, Justin Hopkins' field goal try in Tampa is good. Redskins on the board 3-0 over the Buccaneers. So a Buffalo touchdown, a Washington field goal, and a Chicago field goal around a touchdown as well. Allen Robinson, 36 from Mitch Trubisky. Chicago, 2 touchdowns on the day. Andrew Luck has 1 touchdown on the day. And they're threatening again. Mo Alley Cox with that reception puts Indianapolis in the red zone. This is live in a 7-7 game. There is nobody able to come over and cover Alley Cox. That's that 3 tight ends on that They go two tights here as Walker's dealings off each one completion score. What a play by Calais Campbell as he bellies 19 lines. Campbell nearly took the handoff. Oh, Calais Campbell, we talk about the front, maybe not as player. Now in the second quarter, let's bring in Cleveland. These are the Falcons. Almost to the red zone, 24-yard line. That is live on the right of the screen. Matt Ryan. Ball knocked away, and it's Rogelio Jones ran 20 count with the coverage. You know, I have Cincinnati as well. The Saints are driving early second quarter at all round stadium. Second and goal on the play fake. The three. Third and goal here. With 23 seconds to play in the quarter. Second down for Matt Ryan. And you're right. And snap Ryan. Also served Emmanuel Agua in the vicinity as was Miles Garrett. See who gets the sack. Trying to run a play here. Third goal. Touchdowns today. And Indianapolis pulls ahead of Jacksonville. Has lost 4 in a row.
This is not like the crowds make a lot of noise. You know this could be a case of just a more snap. The three blue balls as Browns in all the Falcons. Third down 18. Watch the 18 to the right. As Ryan throws down at the 22-yard line and secured his first catch. And now Atlanta will send down the field goal unit. First catch by a Falcons wide receiver today. So here's Giorgio Tavecchio, continues to fill in for the injured Matt Ryan. Ryan out of the hamstring injury.
All right, Giorgio Tavecchio's out with a 40-yard field goal.
And
Note my differences between ends and E's today. Yeah, clearly. Matt Ryan is inactive. Giorgio Tavecchio's 40-yard field goal is good. It is 7-3. And that is Mark Ingram on the other side of the screen. Mark Ingram is drifting wide into the end zone for a New Orleans touchdown. So watch what you're going to get here. You're going to get motion across, then you're going to get the play fake. Okay, now watch Drew Brees your eyes. He takes you to the left side, comes back opposite, because he now set everything up. All they're trying to do is get your eyes to the ball. Today, in the game plan, it's 14-7. New Orleans trying to keep the NFL's longest active winning streak alive as the lead. In Cincinnati, Marcus Mariota has the ball across the field here, 29-yard line wide. It has
oh, nice. Dude, Tennessee's putting it down on the Patriots.
Didn't bring it down initially for New England. And the Titans made the pay.
Yeah, and Smith actually stumbles coming off the line of scrimmage, but he uses that left arm to discard Chung. Ball gets popped out there by Gilmore, which is a heck of a good play. But the quickness with which Mariota is getting rid of the ball, allowing his receivers to do something to the catch.
Titans are shredding New England now. 29 yards, give this to Henry, and he bulldozes his way to the 15-yard line. NFL Today update. JB, Coach Cal. Eric Ebron is on the home, though. Yeah, Eric Ebron saying touchdown to Davis. One comes from the reverse run. And right now, the Indianapolis Colts are up 14-7 over Jacksonville. Back to Ian. I always thought Ebron could be that effective with Detroit. Just never quite took hold, but it's working in Indy. Derrick Henry slipped down. He is a big back. Listed at 247. He's all of that and 6'3".
Yeah, what a 1-2 punch this can develop into. Actually make it a 1-2-3 punch when you consider Mariota's abilities.
trying to make a sharp cut there, and just went down, but did get up and scramble for a yard. 3rd and 5 for Tennessee. Back of the gun. Mariota swings it upstairs. Too far for Davis. One-on-one with Gilmore, who's been playing at a Pro Bowl level. Now, what Mariota did is he saw the man-to-man coverage, but Stephon Gilmore said, enough of that. He was right in the hip pocket of Corey Davis. Made that a very difficult reception attempt. For Davis. So Ryan Suckup comes on for a 33-yard attempt. Suckup having another excellent season, 15 of 18 on field goals, along with 54. Curran will hold it. Brinkley will snap it. 33 yards away. Suckup curves it.
It is good. It is 17-3. Live now in 10.
The 35-year-old will dive forward, very close to the first down, and to get to the 40. And very close to it.
This is a quick decision. I mean, experienced by this. If you don't have time to hesitate, if he hesitates on rollout, he's got no chance to get this. Once he sees everybody's covered, he takes that little throwing lane and right away gets to the, turns it into a running lane and has an understanding of where the marker is and lunges forward for the first. Stop being first down. He's a gamer. He's Pete Rosedale. First line.
He goes, he best training down there. He's a entire mutually conversion player. And what is now a parking lot. He'll down both those feet. Looking for Evans. And conversion in the last instant. Clint gets along with Danny Johnson. It's incomplete.
Yeah, so Danny Johnson, we've already established, right? We know where they're going. Here's Mike Evans. He's going to end up on 41, Danny Johnson. And Fitzpatrick is going to kick himself for this. I mean, you got a chance to put 6 points on the board. You underthrow it, allows Clinton Dix to get over there to bring it up. But if that ball's put out where it should be, the cannons are going off in that pirate boat over there. Wow.
We were talking before the game on during just about every throw that Patrick was making. He was underthrowing receivers even in warm-ups. Now, does that tell you in the long run? Probably not much, but an underthrow. And this time in the hands of Godwin for a second time, and that's good enough for another first down. And again, it's going after Danny Johnson.
God, that's why everybody thinks it's difficult and all that. Once you identify the matchup, you keep going after the matchup, and you've got to be careful of the rookie defensive back. You don't want him to lose confidence. But right now, when you have Quentin Dunbar, who's an excellent corner out, that's a guy that you can step up and play. Let's go. Play a play. Come after you. Maybe it was a play tap right here. And you're defensive and make a defensive linebacker.
However, right after the line of scrimmage, down on the play.
Holding. Offense, number 66. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Second penalty on the center line. Texan upsetting the Mike Hill back in LA.
They cannot see without this Brian Sankey. So, let's hear two of them. True please on the screen of Mark Gainer. 28% Dallas 16 7, making it 14 seconds. Saints go to business in second. 8 trips in the past. Brady China with Brett Boss is second all-time. Tough. Chris second. Nick Galley's attacked. Tackling one option. Okay. Who was flag?
They got to lay, I think, a lot to that Cincinnati defense this year.
Oh, nice.
They have so many guys there. I like the Redskins. Rod Jonathan Rodgers is tackled from behind for the first down.
All right, tuning into Watch on the Red TV's Redzone channel. Stay here, bringing a fourth down as well for the Bengals. 4th and 1, and we have a flag, and it's going to be motion now 4th and 6. So that's that. And we want to show you what's going on in Cleveland as well, where the Browns are basically running the wishbone, and it's working. They're moving down the field until moments ago. They just tried to trick play and got kicked off. And interception. We'll show you that here. The red zone, and they first down it looks like for the Buccaneers.
Then again, here's a tight end Cameron. That's another Buccaneers first down. Good throw that way.
So, and, the target obviously is Danny Johnson. Now, if you're a defender, it's Danny Johnson and say, look, just got to hang in there. Just hang in there. You're going to make a play. You're going to make a play here. You're going to complete some passes, but just hang tough. Nice job of Brady working back to the football.
They gave him forward progress. I'm not so sure about that call. There's the first down. And I saw before that
Basically, which one offense? And let me try this. The throwback to Baker Mayfield, and it did not work. Devontae Casey read it the entire way. Either way, Mayfield was covered. And it's an interception for Devontae Casey. Brown tried. The Planet takes it back 7-3, and we go back to Tampa. We'll be alert for getting great down here at this part of the field.
And then you turn it over the first possession. And Fitzpatrick is going to run it again. And now when it's side to side, he easily would have had a first down had he just runs forward down around the 10. But he took the left turn.
What a range Josh Gordon and Bakeridge as well. They're now on the 20-yard line. That is live, and that is Tony Michelle back in uniform today. He is better than Michelle for the Patriots. As the time winds down, that will be the end of the first quarter in Nashville. Patriots driving Redzone, but down 17-3. So take that game off the screen, please. End of one. Tennessee, New England.
That could be the next strongest game. Most of the guys going to have the strongest attack. Making a little slide and get a first down. He got himself out of the first down, and now it's third down. And it's a drop ball by Bray. I think that's a good way to keep an eye on this
Yeah, play from Chicago working for this team. Has hit another big play. This one to the rookie. Dane Miller, 45-yard. I think he's open. 45. And it's 19-0 point after handing. You're watching the Redzone channel here on NFL Sunday Ticket, Direct TV. I'm Andrew Siciliano. We're going to go back to the Buccaneers and bring in the Chiefs as well. And as we do, we'll tell you that the Falcons are now in the red zone. That's Devontae Casey interception, followed by Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. We're going to get you Atlanta on the screen coming up in a second as well.
And we played really good. Fast enough to continue those fast to get that third quarter.
Once again, they get to Patrick Mahomes as we bring you Matt Ryan on one part of your screen of the Colts. On the other part of your screen, Indianapolis is now in the red zone. Julio Jones, a 30-yard reception for the Falcons. So 3 games at once. Matt Ryan, this ball is behind him on target. The ability to do that, to catch balls outside of the 25-yard line after the Wilkins rush of 53 yards. As Hunter lines up for the kick, misses, and Drew Luck on the move. Luck with a first down throw to Jack Doyle. Falcons, Kevin Coleman fighting towards the 5. Harrison Butker, 46 yards, good. 13-7 will take 7:05 off the screen.
With that 30-yard reception. Julio Jones.
Nebraska field goal for the Bills. Buffalo not pictured, leading the Jets 17-0.
Calvin Johnson after the breakage. 115 for giving I think he so they're shifting to the right side. First and goal for the Falcons.
Incomplete for T.Y. Hilton. Matt Ryan hands to Tevin Coleman. Kenny's dropped in the backfield. Anthony Settle. Anthony Settle for Penn State's defensive line. bottom of your screen, that's Tom Brady from the 17 with a 2nd and 7.
Brady tosses to Edelman. First down, but
Okay, 3rd and 1.
His offensive staff.
Brady, Ryan, all on one screen. All right, Senator Chester Ross. It looks like the Titans held that on 3rd down. Matt Ryan. Logan Paulson to the 1 and bring up 3rd and goal.
It's interesting how all these plays end up looking very similar.
Brady up the keeper. I don't think he got it.
Over to number 3 on one side of the ball. That's it's a soft move. On the other side, it's not. Andrew was looking for that tight end.
Josh McDaniels coaching against that 3 Aaron Ebron has 3 touchdowns. Oh my. Over Jacksonville. Julio Jones. He's back line to Julio Jones. Touchdown. The Patriots meantime convert on 4th down. Atlanta takes the lead 9-7. New England's in the end zone, or rather close to the end zone for the first time today.
Side hesitated just a second, and that time Whitner gets beat for the first down, and White almost gets into the end zone. They'll go with an extra offensive lineman like Adrian Waddle. Two tight ends, Allen and Hollister. Here, Sony Michelle, swinging to get in. And short. It'll be 2nd and goal inside the 1. Yeah, Tom Brady has 19 career touchdown runs. 90% of those 19 have been on quarterback sneaks. 10 points to drive. Brady, Devlin. James Devlin punches it in. Touchdown. New England. That's the first carry of the year for Devlin. And the 2nd career rushing touchdown.
So the Patriots go for a 4th down and then later punch it in. We're going to grab the remote and take you to Chicago today. Cody Parkey missed his 2nd extra point of the day. This league is 19-0 over Matthew Stafford and the Lions.
Stafford. That's intercepted. Ryan Callahan. Bryce Callahan. Excuse me, with the pick and goes to the ground. And a clean interception by Bryce Callahan. The defense picture perfect last week against Buffalo. That would be the 22nd takeaway for the Bears this year. And that equals the number they had for all of last year.
Bryce Callahan, he's in the slot, playing the spot. Good job by Kyle Fuller, and Kenny Galladay out wide. And then you got 2 guys in the same area. Your receiver falls down. And these guys, you can preach takeaways, you can work on it and practice all the time. But we see some teams that just does not transfer to Sunday. The Bears have been able to take that mentality and bring that to the field every Sunday.
It was Marvin Jones that fell down. They're just double checking. And it certainly looks like a clean pick by Bryce Callahan. Confirming
Are
as
on
they do
fire.
turnovers, and it has been confirmed
Fire.
just like scoring points.
Most in the NFL with the
You see right
Dolphins.
there.
Yeah, the Bears are definitely going to the playoffs.
But the great thing about it, they've got a number of different players who are part of that 15.
40. And they usually produce points off their turnovers. Howard and Cohen in the backfield that spread out as a receiver. Is Cohen. Trubisky moving around for the end zone. There wasn't a whole lot to go to.
Trubisky has it. None there. 2nd down after Matthew Stafford gets picked. We're going to bring in Drew Brees of the Saints as well. That is live on your right. Yeah, that is a completion to Mark Ingram on the lead near the 20-yard line. So we'll put the Saints in the red zone as well as you see the Julio Jones Town, which you saw live here earlier when we split the screen 3 ways on the Redzone channel. The game in Chicago is on 7:09. The game in Cincinnati is on 7:10. If you'd like to miss it.
In motion here, we have a timeout. And a Lions
Timeout in Chicago.
The guy makes the defensive play and the interceptor. Different looks. And a number of people touching the ball in the first half.
On second down, Kamara left side. Kamara blocking. They short of the first down by 2 yards. So a third down short is coming out with an extra 3 on the day.
And because they have the ability to move people on the offensive line with their offensive line and the line of scrimmage, they don't have to throw the ball in this situation. A lot of NFL
Be sure to subscribe in case you get lost. My page is kind of hard to find, so I keep it open. So be sure to subscribe and like. So if you leave the page, you can be sure to find my page again, PS Streams.
Clayton's schedule. The Bengals have played a lot of free safety looks today, primarily to try and help with injuries. So we're going to go back to Chicago, 9:44 remaining second quarter.
And also, you guys can let me know how I can make the stream better. You know, I can't do nothing crazy, but if you guys would like me to try something, go ahead and leave a comment.
Trubisky. Trubisky is loose. And a run out of bounds and an extra shot. There comes a flag. Jared Davis overdid it.
After the hit, we have pushing and shoving in Chicago. Bring back the game in Cincinnati as well for a 3rd and 2 and a red zone try here for the Saints. Up 14-7. Leonard Fournette. Jaguars are in the red zone shortly. Let's put that.
Is that Drew Brees? Oh my God, I was about to say.
Fournette with blockers ahead of him. Taking it inside the 10 and lowering his shoulder to get across 5. 3 games for you now on DirecTV's Red Zone Channel 3 of the 8 we have for you early on today, Week 10. First and goal, Leonard Fournette. Twisting inside the 2. Fournette's carry, 31 yards to put Jacksonville in the red zone. There's no clue. Here's where you get. Bring Chicago will take that off the screen. Michael Thomas to the 5. And take a look at this.
When the world is knocking on the door, you know what looms big in my mind right now? The penalty on 4th down. And then when Cincinnati was trying to go for it. Against Lengel, the tight end, they never got the opportunity after Monday to turn the ball right.
Best Red Zone page. Be sure to subscribe and become a king.
Touchdown. 20-7. Leonard goes over the top. Stayed on his feet. And now they're going to blow it dead on 2nd and goal.
Appreciate this little shout for Giorgio and what he did will be 3rd and goal. I appreciate the effort. How did you start this jump way too
Nice.
deep
Thank
in
you,
that
3 people that subscribed. Appreciate it.
He stopped from almost the 3 or the 4 yard line. And I think one thing you have to remember.
If you get disconnected, you can find me.
The Lions is giving the Bears a new set of downs. They have the 1st and goal as we put Chicago at Soldier Field on the other side of the screen. 3rd and goal with that dime the eye. Leonard Fournette this time will.
Be sure to subscribe my page. Hard to find. That's how I keep it live. Subscribe in case you get disconnected. Come right to the page. Oh, Bears is blowing out the Lions.
Defense number 24. That ball occurred in the end zone. Ball placed the 1 yard line. First down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Trubisky last week had nearly 100 yards off the board because of pass interference. 2 touchdowns today, over 200 yards on 1st and goal. That's Gordon. Gordon Howard is for that. There's the extension. Here they comes in. Inside. Flag is Howard.
Calculating. It's not ruled a touchdown yet. Looked like he had worked his way through the crowd.
Ricky Francois pointing it is on the Bears. That'd be a big penalty, taking him back outside the 5-yard line.
Could be formation. All right, you got to see this one crazy play in Indianapolis. After the Fournette touchdown, Josh Lambo has not missed a field goal this year, but he just got this extra point block. Now, Anthony Walker picks it up. Anthony Walker breaks a couple of tackles. Anthony Walker, guys, is going to go. He's going to return a block extra point. But look right there. Illegal block. At the 10-yard line when he's going in. Unnecessary. Wipes out the whole play.
That as well. And inside the 5, interesting. Shot to the 4-yard line is Trey Martin from the spot. Boy, talk about creative calls down here by Matt Nagy.
Well, I think it's one of the areas, you get down here, and it really does shift to the defensive side of the ball because they've got so much less.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Sean Schweitzer.
We've seen that play
Schweitzer!
for different offenses around the NFL, kind of the line on the zone read, and then kind of that little flip underneath that ends up being a pass.
All right, let's go back to Chicago and Kansas City on your screen. 2 games on your screen. This is inside the 10 to the 8, and another timeout in Chicago.
This is the risk that Mahomes just delivered the ball. It looked like he was going to run, and all of a sudden he slipped like, and he doesn't have his hand, his feet set like underneath on his leg. He just flips it up there like Andy Reid. I got to remember, he's on a football, not a baseball.
So there's just a little flip. So much to say about his arm strength, and he gets some of those touch passes in his repertoire of play. Push the goal.
And he goes down the 20-yard line. Rocky Country.
Patrick Mahomes takes another big sack here. The Jets. They let Deion Dawkins touchdown from Matt Barkley. Matt Barkley to Deion Dawkins. Tackle eligible. 24-0. The Jets have been grounded. 3 games at once as we bring it out of Humphreys and the Buccaneers as well. They are in the ring zone there. 10-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, Mitch Trubisky, right to Patrick ball now on one screen. Touchdown, Bears, Mitch Trubisky. And are destroying inside the line. We're going to go to 2 games and take it to Cleveland come up shortly as well. Because Nick Chubb has taken the Browns into the red zone. Michael Patrick goes out with a flag on the 15-yard line. That is now on the bottom of your screen. The game in Cleveland. Browns have driven down the field after the Julio Jones touchdown.
Where is it on 3rd down and now Ware mostly on the far side of the field?
Spencer Ware.
Be sure to subscribe in case you get disconnected. My page is hard to find.
31st of the year for Patrick Mahomes is broken leg single season passing touchdown record.
That clock was. They're trying to decide whether or not that's going to be on second.
And this Redskins Bucks game so low.
And 13.
Come on, see some points on the board. Jesus.
Cleveland
Browns
has
got
a
more
first and
points.
15.
By rule, under a minute with the game clock running, requires 10 seconds to take it off the game clock to a false start. Please get the game clock to run away.
I assume he wrote this early meant under 2 minutes. As he's
Subscribe
not
to the
under
page
1
in
minute.
case you get disconnected and hit the like button.
with Secret on the third and 13. The Browns leave it on the ground on first and 15 and get a couple. So once again, Tampa Bay has to shut it down deep in Washington territory.
And Swerter does it. He's a really good football player. He's solid against the runner on the pass. Actually, it starts to look great.
Timeout in Cleveland, 1:02 remaining before the half. Let's take that off the screen.
And I love the discipline not to get the pass interference by getting them early, just slotting it away with the right hand. Excellent play by Swerter. Beautiful.
All right, that's it now. On for a 33-yard attempt. He just missed it all together. And this one is good. All right, 3-2 remaining right before the 2-minute warning. So Tyreek goes on that touchdown. We let the get to another game. Check out his celebration after the touchdown. He is at home in Kansas City. He went into the stands, and then he played cameraman. Tyreek Hill. Yep. That throw flat. 15 yards. Ball to go. That's good. Wisconsin, long one. 52 yards right, no good, wide left. 17-10. Tom Brady got it, nothing died. 23 remaining in the second quarter. Cincinnati now 1-3, and he's going to save that football right there. How about that young man from New Jersey? He started his college career at the University of Hawaii before transferring back to Temple and doing a nice job there for the Owls. Just over the practice squad for this week. And gets his first NFL catch here in Cincinnati. He played organized football for his senior year at Texas High School. Third and one, they'll run to the fullback line, and he's easily got a first down there. The Saints receivers, we told you about Des Bryant, we told you about Cameron Meredith, but there's also one other big name that's been out for a while now, too, in that wide receiving department.
And when you start to lose, you have 10 kids. Yeah, I mean, when you have 10 kids to be able to run downfield, open things up on your defense and loosen things up, that makes it difficult for you. That's why they were hoping to get Des Bryant and utilize him as a Redzone receiver to catch him on the contested ball when they weren't getting the free ones to just reach it.
Right, so instead of scoring 45, they're only at 35 minutes. Here is Eagle. Cowering his way on first down for another pickup of 5. And I know that they're back in Cleveland. This game Cincinnati is 7-10. This one here is 7-11 live on 2nd and 12.
I gotta tell you, this is awesome execution by Baker Mayfield. It's a fake reverse. He's got for 2 like he's going to give a screen to the other side, but keep an eye on Nick Chubb, 24. All along, now Baker Mayfield is throwing this ball to. Well executed. The offensive line performed their jobs perfectly. And then again,
Nick Chubb and the Browns retake the lead over the Falcons. Free snap movement. This is live in Indianapolis.
Because we had more penalty markers drawn.
and Avery Jones.
Infraction. Defense, number 93. 5-yard penalty. Still second now.
And that is Mr. Campbell. For his 9 seasons of his career in Arizona.
Well, I got to tell you, Todd Wash right now has to be absolutely livid with this defense. They've blown coverages. They've been not ready to play. They've had silly mistakes. And they're just handing this game to Luck and the Colts offense.
Well, secondary pass. And there's a hard collision. Steven is stepped. And boy, what is the call here?
They're going to get Miles for a unnecessary talented helmet hit as Inman was being held up.
Oh boy, and the frustration is here for this defense. Jacksonville appeared to score it perfectly as Bolger continues to get over with his colleagues.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 44. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Just a wrong play by Jack.
Yeah,
Play was over.
it's clearly a violation, and the flag should have thrown, but I understand the frustration of Jack and defensive players across the National Football League. You know, he's going in to make a tackle. And just as he's going in, Talbot Smith pulls him into the ground, and it's Talbot's a helmet. Now, clear violation, but I understand what some of these defensive players are going through with the new rules.
It's a new world, no question in the NFL. Fourth penalty against Jacksonville. It's over 40 yards. And a couple of backbreakers on this drive alone. I snap it on everyone. Nothing. Goes right back to Emu. And that's some fire. Looks like these two teams are still even joined.
Half the
Secondary to pick up the 14.
half of the offensive line didn't move. We saw this a few weeks ago when Luck got the snap prematurely before he was expecting it. But the right side of the offensive line didn't move. He gets the snap, and then he just has to improvise. And I guess when things are going your way, you're kind of going your way. But watch the right side of the offensive line. They don't even move. There's no whistle that's blowing, so Luck just dumps it out there and picks up a few yards. And right now you have Jacksonville right on their heels. You've got to
Every game in Cincinnati, they are under the 2-minute warning now. New Orleans has 2 timeouts. Same for Cincinnati. Drew Brees and the Saints are driving. Also, Matt Ryan's approaching midfield as Cleveland left in 55 seconds. We'll take you there shortly. Redzone channel here. Halftime highlights coming up. Week 10. It's Lions Rams. The 4 Redskin wide receiver with that catch for the Colts as they come up with a 2-minute warning. This will be the 7th play of the drive.
With one more play off here to Texas Water. That should get us to the 2-minute warning. That is the one.
It will get us to the 2-minute warning on 7:06. Drake Kirkpatrick walking off in Cincinnati. We'll put that on the big screen.
One of the guys that Pam Oliver mentioned is not playing today. Normally starts the nickel, he's hurt. So they're really struggling with the threes, trying to continue the hottest offense in the league, along with the Rams.
The Lions are trying to score before the end of the half. They are now in the red zone. It's Kerryon Johnson. They're out Khalil Mack. 3 minutes remaining in that one. They're on the 17 as Drew Brees fires complete. Inside the 5. Johnson. And now Kerryon Johnson takes it to the 12. The Falcons drive has stalled. Halftime in Cleveland.
This season so far, the Lions offense in the red zone, and a lot of it are the negative plays. They've had a ton of sacks down here.
See if the Jets can put points on the boards. They are driving down 24-0, still 4.5 to go. Not pictured on your screen now. Second quarter in MetLife Stadium. Oh, the jump pass! Taysom Hill to Benjamin Watson, who cannot hang on.
To take us to the 2-minute warning, and the Lions will be facing a 3rd down.
2-minute warning at Chicago Soldier Field. Take it off the screen. Takes a Hill and things Watson.
That's all. Everything was there. Even where he was, he elevates, puts it up there. The ball just a little bit behind Watson. But boy, the Saints, they've used a little bit of everything. And Max Unger won that touchdown.
Reason second goal.
For Alvin Kamara. Watch this. Watch Josh Hill. He circles out in the backfield. Out there. Look at the block as he comes back. And just screams him off. Doesn't have to be a knockout block. Just get your body in front of the defender. Well positioned by Josh Hill. Now the
Central Oh, we got his body in front of the defender. It's a touchdown regardless for Alvin Kamara. As we take you back here to Indianapolis and tell you not picturing that the extra point was good in Cincinnati Saints up 22.
Spiro Venus, Adam Archuleta, our producer Stellar Shai, and Andy Cleveland, our director, sitting in for Jim Cornell this week evening. We're talking about some of the Jacksonville defensive struggles. They have given up nearly 300 yards of total offense. And we're still in the second quarter. Hard to believe. Little play action. They're running the bounds right at the 5-yard line.
You know, I used to say a lot of things about the Jets. Twitter is destroying them right now. There's really no snark needed. This is Matt Milano picking off Josh McCown on a hot air balloon outside the line at 3:55 to go in the half. Matt Barkley and the Bills lead the Jets 24-0 in East Rutherford. And there's still plenty of time left in the half. No, the first game. Score tells us the story.
As Luck having everything going at the moment. As he has been carving him up. Just short of the end zone as he's banged out of bounds right at the 1-yard line. What a collision between he and the rookie Leon Jacobs. Off to the
That is live. Go to a Hornberg commercial, and Indonesia will go here full screen.
And a flag. They were tugging on the jersey of Kenny Oliver.
That's their series. Defense, number 38.
And go back to MetLife as well. LaShawn McCoy just did a Tony Dorsett kind of pivot and a reversal of field and a run to the right to get the Bills moving. LaShawn McCoy, 93 total yards today. And Luck with a touchdown throw from Mo Alley Cox. He was following it, but the ruling on the field is a touchdown. McDonald thinks it's a touchdown, certainly. As Andrew Luck has done it again. 10 plays, 75 yards. We'll take that one off the screen and go these two here. Bears 26-0 over the Lions. Bears 2 scores. And the Bills now with Matt Barkley at quarterback. Watch this. They just leading the Jets 24-0. See if they get a playoff before the 2-minute warning, and they won't. They're going to run it down, and we'll take it off the screen.
The Bears use a timeout here. That Lion offensive line without right guard T.J. Lang, who is out with a neck injury. Don't get the Visa halftime report, all the highlights of the games going on, and the Titans are leading the Patriots in the second quarter in that game. The Browns on top of the Falcons. Buffalo is pounding the Jets. And a second and goal here. 13th play of this drive coming up.
Cincinnati, 27 seconds to go. John Ross is to the 35 as we near it. Blunt denied. Second and goal. Meantime, for the Lions, the Mo Alley Cox touchdown in Indianapolis is still being reviewed. I am done trying to guess reviews, but I don't think that's a touchdown. We'll let you know if they take it off the board. He didn't. I'll keep an eye on the Redskins trying to put together a 2-minute drive. Washington 1 timeout, and at the Buccaneers 35. We'll put that on the screen in a second. Marcus Williams. As the Lions punch it in. Marcus Williams takes it back to the 15. Yes. Marcus Williams, touchdown. Kerryon Johnson. The Lions will not be shut out before heading to the locker room. Let's get Indianapolis to call the field.
second career touchdown catch for Mo Alley Cox. That incredible one-hander a couple of weeks ago.
I didn't think Miley Cox had it. That's why I'm not doing reviews. Field goal try. This is live in Tampa. 43 yards is good by Dustin Hopkins, and with 20 seconds to go in the half, the Redskins lead the Buccaneers. And we'll go to Corey Davis and the Titans.
The drive remains alive for Tennessee.
Bring it through Breeze. 18-yard line at his line in Cincinnati. He has 2 timeouts. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. What do you know? Michael Thomas in the end zone. And he put up the X for Dez Bryant. The teammate since Wednesday. Torn Achilles in practice on Friday. 34-7. What has become of the Bengals after that great September?
He had a lot more success in the first quarter running between the tackles. The last couple of times for Lewis, the Patriots have adjusted well and have shut down that inside run.
Second and 9 now for Tennessee. We've got up to 3 minutes to go. First down. Flags down. As mentioned, 2 least penalized teams in the league. Offense for 71. Flags on penalty. The second half. And it's Dennis Kelly, the 7-year veteran.
All right, 2 games at once. We're going to bring in the Bills as well. They're back for the 2-minute warning, and this is Marcus Murphy moments ago. Great kick returner in college. He can run the ball as well, and he does so to set up the Bills to potentially, with Matt Barkley at quarterback, score 30 before the half on Todd Bowles and the Jets. That is LaShawn McCoy. Anybody want to stop that man? Touchdown. 30-0.
That's the Titans. They had 3 all of last week.
Full screen Tennessee, and as we do, we'll tell you that Indianapolis went for 2 and got to 2. After that Mo Alley Cox touchdown, this is John Smith here for the Titans.
Smith. He shows good burst and yards after the catch. Turns it into a 12-yard reception for Tennessee.
Good patience by Mariota to allow this route to develop as he was looking for an escape route out of that pocket. But getting the ball to Smith, Smith showing some running ability after the catch.
We have hit the 2-minute warning. And now, for those of you, here is
2-minute warning. Let's go back to Matt Ryan. I don't think LaShawn McCoy scored, but you know what? I was wrong on the replay in Indianapolis. Well, I'm going to shut up. Ron Forward, it's up to you.
ruling on the field of the touchdown will be reviewed. Marcus May comes up the low man making the sack.
Here we go. Live.
Let's get Rodgers. And pretty good yards on from the timeline again. 8 seconds left. They have enough time for maybe a quick out to pick up an additional 3, 4, 5, 7 yards and give Captain Zero a chance.
We'll just see how the outside defenders are playing for the Redskins. If they're playing off and do a quick out, step out of bounds. The one thing you can't do is complete a pass over the middle because there's 0 timeouts left. We'll take any type of sack or anything like that.
I tell you what, everybody looks at things differently. So if you're a Buccaneers fan, you have to at least like the fact that Derek Hunter with 20 seconds left in a half is not saying, you know what, let's take it and go to halftime down 3.
But it's up. If they get it out here, I'm just anxious to see. We'll get a wide shot up to see how the Redskins defenders line up. You got tight coverage up here. Josh just backed up a little bit. But let's quick out right here. Get out of bounds.
That's going to see what's time. And that was probably the 49. Now that one, you'll never have me understand.
No.
I will never get that call as long as I live.
And that's what he's saying. What are we doing? End of the half. This team doesn't get anything on that final drive. Let's take it to Blake Bortles. He has a 2-minute drive opportunity here with his team getting beaten badly now by Andrew Luck and the Colts. Luck has now thrown 3 touchdown passes in 6 consecutive games. Not only did you get inside the 35-yard line, but you have to go back to MetLife. Is it a touchdown, Ron Forbert? What say you?
1 second to go for the with a half
They
yard
have
line.
taken the touchdown away from LaShawn McCoy. So Buffalo's going to have second and goal from right inside the 1. O'Shaughnessy there with the reception. And we are under a minute remaining in Indianapolis, 29-13. Jaguars have one timeout.
Buffalo's first 6 straight leads. Just got to pick it out.
Bortles on the run. First down, give us 20.
Second and 1. That will be a first down. And even better, be able to stop the
Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans are also in the red zone in Nashville. Back for the 2-minute warning. It's 17-10. Titans on top of the Patriots. We'll add that to your screen in a second. They're now inside the 5-yard line as we bring it up. 3 games in 1 down the stretch before halftime.
They were down semi-close like this. The offensive lineman was designated pass.
Broccoli himself gets a push target. Doesn't get there. Yielded across the 20 for the Jaguars. Jacksonville 1 timeout. Mariota has 1 timeout as well.
There's no elevation there. Kind of just a lead. And he goes, somebody's pushing me in the back. Help me.
Barkley does not have a kick off to the second half. Derrick Henry
Takes it right to the goal line.
still 1.
Not quite enough.
6'3", they say he's 247. He is what you call a low, but then
Barkley now 3rd goal for the Bills. That is a touchdown. And it is 30-0 over Todd Bowles' New York Jets.
Jacksonville wide away to look for football to be
Bortles second down.
Bortles backs up the middle. That's good.
First down. D.U. Westbrook to the 10.
And the 10 is a pickup of 7.
Jacksonville's at timeouts now.
Jacksonville has a
Clock's winding under 30.
Some teams will clock it.
Second half underway in Cleveland. We'll take it there in a minute.
You should have a good matchup.
Bortles knocks away. Clock stops at 17. At Lucas Oil.
Westbrook again, the intended receiver. You're more accepting his congratulations from his teammates.
great to play. I can't anymore to dive in there and break up that pass. Now with 17 seconds.
Derrick Henry extends the Titans lead to 23-10 over the Patriots.
So now,
To at least make sure you have time.
And once again, it's Westbrook against Moore. And Moore with some huge plays for this defense.
3rd and goal. That really is 13 seconds now. And so now you have no choice but to go at the end zone. A complete pass will not give your team a chance to either clock it or get your field goal unit on the field. So the Colts have to make a fence on the goal line and make Bortles throw the ball through you. Don't let anybody come up inside of you and catch the ball in front of you through the course. Bortles looking in zone, incomplete.
The Jets fans have to be wondering why he was not going end zone on those previous 2 plays. An actual play by the back end of that Indy defense. And Doug Marrone will send out his Fubo unit with Limbo.
Yeah, really a nice job by the Colts defense. Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator, doing a good job of playing bend but don't break and using the play clock and only limiting Jacksonville to a 3-point attempt right before halftime.
28-yard attempt by Limbo. And this perfect season continues, so they're able to salvage the 3 points, cut it to 13. And once again, Bortles and company will have the football to begin the second.
As I said, I am now out of the replay guessing business. So I'll just leave it to you. Let's go to Cleveland. This is already the 3rd quarter here. And this is on 2nd and 18 after Matt Ryan goes backwards. It's Mohamed Sanu, and Mohamed Sanu balls out P.J. Carey. Hit him, and he fell on it. Rolling on the field is fumble. I think it's knees down, but what I think is irrelevant.
Usually in the turf.
You may Giants running. Browns lead the league in takeaways as this stands. It is their 24th of the season. The turnover has been confirmed.
Let's see if Freddie Kitchens decides to draw up a shot play here towards the end zone. Gonna take away that second chance for this defense. They're kind of reeling. So you try to take advantage of them on the outside.
From the 41, play action. Infield gets it. Walking loose. Infield picks it up. And gains positive yards.
Come on. Come on, Baker. Really? Brooks Reed absolutely just runs right by Greg Robinson on the left side of your screen here. You don't have to inside. Knocks it out, but this is why everybody loves Baker Mayfield. They use that term, gamer. This is being a gamer. I know a lot of quarterbacks just follow on that ball, they're content with keeping possession, backs it up and gets positive yardage.
6 yards on the play. Second down and 4. This is Duke Johnson. He picks up the Browns first down.
Really good recognition here by Baker Mayfield, understanding that this was man-on-man coverage. And he knew that his running back was going to just scat release, just pop out of the backfield on the pressure that came, dumped it right to him, first down.
And 10 for Johnson. They set it down to the Browns, look to capitalize on the Atlanta Falcons turnover. 25. This is Chubb. Chubb's going. There's another Cleveland first down, gain of 11.
This was an awesome cutback here, Kenny. This ball was supposed to go right side all the way. This ball's trying to go to Baker Mayfield's right foot. Let's jump that 2-foot acceleration, and then again, tackles of the Falcons defenders has been a problem. We heard Sarah Walsh's report talking about the tackling issues in Atlanta, and they continue. But a lot of that was because of the strong running there at Nick Chubb.
Second round pick out of Georgia. Eddie Herschel longer game, 4 yards in school history than Nick Chubb. By the way, Todd Gurley's third on that list.
Good luck to be there.
Mayfield throws. Landry. Ryan Poole on the coverage, and that's Mayfield's first incompletion. He had jacked on his first 13 attempts.
Yeah, this has been a very, very good start for Baker Mayfield. And I really, it almost feels, Kenny, like every play is a specialty play. And to me, that speaks to what Freddie Kitchens is as an offensive coordinator, maybe what Todd Haley and Hugh Jackson weren't able to provide here. But these guys are hitting their stride here for 2 weeks in a row, and it looks like a very good marriage to me.
Duke Johnson in the backfield, second down and 10. On the toss, this is Johnson. Slow to get up. Joint in progress. This is live. Other side of your screen in Foxborough, rather in Nashville. It's way out. Look at the clock. Patriots, no timeouts. They're going to have to spike it here as they line up. And they get 42, and they spike it with 6 seconds to go. The incompletion, what was on your left by Baker Mayfield, was his first of the game. He was 13 of 13, 12 of 12 in the first half with a perfect passer rating, features, I should say, 158.3. In the first 6 quarter, now finishing in 36. And one touchdown to Duke Johnson. What a revelation Duke Johnson has been. Actually, not a revelation. They knew he was good. Somebody just chose to not use him for the first 2 months of the season. 20-10, Browns over the Falcons. As we see Tom Brady, it's like 2 seconds to go, and we bring in the Jets. This is a 55-yard field goal try with 2 seconds to go, and Sean McDermott will burn a timeout. 60-plus yarder. They'll keep the offense on the field with 2 seconds left. Trailing 4-10 on the road in Nashville. barring a defensive penalty, likely the goal player that steps back. 24 points, the most the Titans have scored before the half this year, and the most the Patriots have allowed before the half this year. I have 15, 146 yards and a touchdown pass. And McCown, 7 of 14 for 65 yards and an interception. Jets only had 68 yards of offense here in the first half.
Good job, man. Hey, everybody, please subscribe to the page. My page is hard to find, so you can be able to catch the second half live.
Another sarcastic cheer from the fans here at the Meadowlands as the Jets are on the board.
It's halftime on the Redzone channel. It's brought to you today by Outlaw King, now streaming only on Netflix. There is no live football to show you right now. So quickly here, so a couple of first half highlights, including Patrick Mahomes and G2. Spoiler alert, didn't waste any time. Tyreek Hill, 37-yard touchdown on the opening drive. 30 touchdown passes for Mahomes. But Josh Williams and Ranger, they go for it fourth down. They keep the drive alive. They get David Johnson out of the backfield. 14-play drive for time at 7. And then, Tyreek Hill again. And then he got flagged for this. Looking like he's sitting in the bottom of letting a Falcon trying to land a time fighter. That's a 15-yard flag. But it is a 13-point lead. Chiefs 20 over 7 at Kansas.
Subscribe for the second half. I'm going to restart it. So be sure to subscribe to be able to find my page. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe for the second half. I'm setting it up.
Production. Callahan in his fourth year, besides as a free agent from Rice, has really fit well with Vic Fangio's defense and how he's used. He's one of those guys that was around very few when Fangio took over in Chicago as the defensive coordinator and then stayed on when Matt Nagy was hired. 52-yard drive for Matt Prater. It's up there. He's out there. And it's through. They patched up. I the Lions get back within 2 scores, 26.
Subscribe and like to the page. In case you get disconnected, you can find my live streams every day.
At about the 35-yard line, running against a Kansas City defense in front that's number 25 in the league against the run. We said at the beginning of the day, these defensive numbers for the Chiefs are not spectacular. Well, it's not. And when your offense is putting up as many points and as many yards as they're doing, and really they do it in a quick manner, the defense is going to be on the field quite a bit, and the other team is going to be throwing the ball all over the place today. They're here in the second half. The Cardinals, you can see they're trying to establish the run to get themselves more in the neighborhood of third down. Well, there's a quick pass near side from Pete to Johnson, and Johnson to just inside the 35-yard line. Justin Houston was there.
Great reaction by Justin Houston to see the quick throw on the wide receiver screen to David Johnson and just chased it down.
Justin Houston, we said at the very beginning, missed the last 4 games because of the hamstrings. Still came into the game with 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. The difference maker on defense. 3rd and 5 now. Rolling is complete inside the 30-yard line to Christian Kirk for a first down. Christian Kirk, the 2nd-round draft pick out of Texas A&M. So I like the burst that Kirk brings to this offense. He's got a dimension of speed that Arizona needs, and that's how he doesn't have to utilize his speed. Makes a good chance to convert the third down. From the Kansas City 28. Rosen stepping up. That's a time. Throws it. That's complete to the 15-yard line. And Fitzgerald is there for that catch.
Player is one of the best that shielding his body and just like a rebounder. He puts a guy in the back hip, holds him off. Good throw by Josh.
Well, there's ratchet covers there. You can see Eric Murray, the safety, to the inside, and you have Nelson to the outside, and he's able to, with that kind of time in the pocket, he has that plenty of time to slide up after that play fake. Just kept going back to the ball, like we said. Good throw by Rosen, and excellent job by Fitz to come back and fight for it. Rosen 4 for 4 throwing on this drive. Back to the ground game with Johnson, and Johnson for good to 81, and 1.5.
What is going to keep Kirkwood? Other side of your screen, number 18, just activated off the practice squad after the injury to Dez Bryant. Keith Kirkwood and the Saints are now in the red zone, and we will touch that in this week one as well, and a long one. We're about to show you that. As Michael Thomas catches the slant, see Byron Leftwich on the other side of your screen. Now the offensive coordinator, Michael Boyd, fired. Josh Rosen, goes in, so Larry Fitzgerald nears the number 2 spot on the NFL's all-time receiving yardage with only Jerry Rice. Likely has more by the end of the day.
This season, David Johnson is at 15 carries for 63 yards so far.
Michael Thomas split up to the top of your screen. 7 catches, 70 yards, 2 TDs, a touchdown. That was Kamara. Not enough for a inbounds. No, maybe he is right at the marker.
You know, on second
Third and 8 for Rosen.
on third down. I thought he gave a six. Here's a big 3rd and 8 for Arizona. Rosen throwing end zone into
Incomplete, it'll be 4th down.
Christian Kirk. 2 defenders on him. And a penalty flag is down. Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer will keep this drive alive, says Carlos Evans. Drew Brees, 3rd down. Incomplete, one exact line.
That they're a little too roughly. Meanwhile, that's right guard Justin Pugh down on the field. And that shot to the helmet will get it.
All right, injuries go full screen here, Cincinnati.
But they may very well want to get their field goal kicker a little bit of work here.
And so they will. All right, to get to lunch here again, let's bring in the Bears. Anthony Miller had a 55-yard reception.
It's a 29-yarder for Lutz.
The Bears just called timeout, so we'll go Will Lutz here with the field goal try to make this a 38-7 game. Here it is. You are about to see the longest touchdown run in the history of the Cleveland Browns franchise. This is Nick Chubb. This is 92 yards with Baker Mayfield running behind him for nearly 80. Nick Chubb, 92 yards, longest in Browns history. He had 158 on the day, and it is 28-10.
That was a nice run. Be sure to subscribe to the page. If you get disconnected, you can find my live streams.
Hughes is Redzone to be free plays to Jags. As Fournette gets inside the 40-yard line, close to the 35. And we'll get the call here from Boger.
There are 2 fouls that are played, both against the defense. Offside, defense, number 95, 12 men on the field with the ball snapped, number 95, defense. These fouls are declined. 2nd down.
All right.
I think we saw it through.
We're gone from 7:06 back to 7:05. 1st and goal live with Josh Rosen.
Edwin. To the 5. To the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Arizona managed 7 first downs in the first half. They had 5 on this drive.
Yeah, good adjustments at halftime.
Back to the other side of the screen. Bears threatening again, 24-yard line. This is live with a 2nd and 8 for Mitch Trubisky. Long play to Anthony Miller, the rookie receiver from Memphis on this drive. Also keeping an eye on the Jaguars. They are driving and approaching another first down in Indianapolis territory. Rosen, that one is blown dead. Third quarter underway at MetLife on 7:07. Not picture Jets and Bills.
That's from research. On 3rd down, Trubisky over the head of Robinson, who was well covered.
He's receiver Allen Robinson, so it'll be 4th down in Chicago.
Right with him.
And I'm going to assume Cody Parkey time.
Cody Parkey.
Good job by that Lions defense. You have that big 50-plus play to get that drive jump-started. And Defense comes
Second
down.
goal for Steve Wilkes' team.
Field goal attempt.
Arizona. But I think it's an interesting game.
Aggressive better offense.
Already is, but a little more than Kansas City.
13
Parkey has missed 6 points today.
40 yards away.
And he misses the field goal as the Cardinals punch it in the end zone.
And a touchdown.
Cody Parker's after up. Hey, 2 missed extra points and missed field goals. David Johnson, a touchdown for Arizona. And this is live with Leonard Fournette.
That's inside the 35, close to the 33, tackled by Walker.
Yep.
Today, big tech companies making billions off of your personal data, but are they protecting it? Plus, these twins made a secret pact as children that has led them to become NFL teammates. The amazing Griffin brothers tonight on 60 Minutes.
Sure, I tell you what, Anthony Walker is having a really nice game. He struggled a little bit this year with some tackling, but we've seen some big open field tackling, big open field tackles against some pretty good players out in space today.
On 2nd and 8, Reynolds goes to his tight end of only season. He's become a starter since the injury to Washington Jenkins, who was placed on IR with that core muscle injury, so a tight end room that has really thinned out. Of course, Mercedes Lewis moving on from Jacksonville, what a loss he's been at a running game. Landon Linder is the injured.
With an injury here, we're going to show you an update from Chicago on DirecTV's Redzone channel. Kerryon Johnson, after that missed kick by Cody Parkey, gives it up. Adrian Davis with the recovery, and then had a bit of a horse collar there on the tackle, although there wasn't a flag. It means Loyola, the former Falcon tight end, with that tackle. As you take it to Joe Mixon and the Bengals, down 38-7, halfway through the third, but driving.
Third down and 4. Blitz is coming. With the blitz.
Alexander brings down the quarterback, Andy Dalton. Go back to Chicago. After that turn fumble by Kerryon Johnson, Bears are in business by up 16.
And now a turnover. Trubisky flips the ball. That's on the ground. Bring up a second down. And Cohen is hurting. I mean, he's only 5'6". He's as tough a guy as you can meet. But hit hard. And it looks like he's headed toward the Bears sideline.
Quickly, Cincinnati, this is live, 4th down.
And Dalton missed it. He was wide open, and Dalton just missed him. 2 blitzers came. The Bengals missed them.
John Ross seemed to let up a little bit there as well. Either way, it's a turnover on downs there, 4th down, and it's 38-7. The Saints take the ball back. Tariq Cohen hit hard there. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. We're back in Chicago.
In terms of keeping your team ready for these key games, gotta stay healthy. Defense setting up the offense. Marcel Howard in the backfield. Hand off to Jaquan Marcel, who's looking for somewhere to go. Davis, from his middle linebacker spot, eventually making the tackle. Laura Oakman, I'm sure, will give us an update when she can on the health of Tariq Cohen. It looks like he's shaken up on that previous play.
But it swings in emotion, it swings in momentum, and the Lions come out, they have a nice drive, get some points on that opening drive, they give up the explosive play on the first Bears possession, but you miss the field goal, and your offense comes back out, turns it right back over. So right now, this is just kind of sitting out there as he goes back and forth here to start the third quarter to try and grab that momentum.
Miller on a pitch. Trubisky with a good tackle, kept him from getting the first down. It was Diggs again for Detroit. A little shove there afterwards by Miller. And Diggs just said, how come no flag?
Yeah, that could have been costly. That's gonna, I would have pushed you back a little bit further, put a little bit more down into Cody Parkey's head.
This will be a 34-yard
We're bringing 2 more games here. The Buccaneers are trying to. Who saw this as a 6-3 game? And we're going to bring in Josh Lambo as well, who has not missed a kick this year, a field goal this year. It is a fake! O'Shaughnessy!
O'Shaughnessy, and he will not get it.
Not going to get there, according to Spiro Dinas on the call.
Right around the 26.
On 3rd and 1, Buccaneers pick up a first down. Matt Prater. No, Cody Parkey, beg your pardon, missed again. So Cody Parkey hits the right upright and misses again. 2 missed extra points, 2 missed field goals for Cody Parkey. 8-play drive going now for Fitzpatrick to the 19. And no, Jacksonville does get the first down.
And how about the 50-foot there on the 35-year-old? He's a big guy and got lost in some traffic there.
Timeout in Indianapolis.
I'm not going to mistake him for Russell Wilson, but today he might be going for a career high in rushing yards because he's tucked it away a couple of times and proven elusive enough in getting positive yards. Getting a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. Running pass game are an option now.
5 carries, 22 rushing yards for Fitzpatrick.
All right, we're going to need your opinion here in Kansas City. Tremont Smith there, back to return this, and watch him get down by Caleb Buchanan. Flag comes out because they thought it was a horse collar. Do you agree? Well, they picked the flag up because Caleb Buchanan did not tackle by the horse collar. He tackled by the hair. And you can do that. That is legal. We have a challenge by Frank Reich in Indianapolis, a challenge that Jacksonville did not get the first down yardage on that punt. So we'll take you there in a second. The fake punt, I think the first. 2nd down here for Drew Brees. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, 3rd down, is going to have the ball on it and get it back behind the 30 after the missed connection on 3rd and 7. So it'll be 4th down. Taysom Hill will run for a first for the Saints.
Interception, this field goal, and now this.
That's just no shot at it. Actually, Fitzpatrick does a good job of falling on it and securing the football. Huge play by the Redskins defense with an aid.
They're showing you that Nick Chubb touchdown on the broadcast from Cincinnati.
And now this would be a 48-yard field goal and not this game at 6.
48 yards. No good wide right. Redskins hang on to a 6-3 lead.
Inside the ball, first and goal for New Orleans. This is too easy for the Saints.
These running backs have such confidence in their offensive line that they're not even modulating speed when they go. Watch out for that Kamara just takes off, knowing there's going to be a hole there. He just goes. Most of the time you approach it with a little caution, not necessary with this old line.
And they try to go quick up to the line of scrimmage, and Kamara gets stuck there by Geno Atkins.
It's a nice play. Geno Atkins.
We have a review in Cleveland. Just moments ago is Duke Johnson. And the ball's out. Recovered by the Falcons. Inside the 40. The flag was for the Browns for holding. The flag, they take the holding penalty if they get the call of return. The ruling on the field is turnover. This is Benjamin Watson with a touchdown live.
They're going to have to review and make sure he actually got it to the end zone. We're looking at lining up for it. Watch Watson, number 82. Michael Thomas running a companion.
Sent into the end zone. Sean Williams on his back as we take the new Leonard Ford pitter patter of the feet inside the 25-yard line. So Jacksonville, after the fake punt and after the Frank Wright challenge, we see the Colts now have only 2 timeouts. Jacksonville keeping the football
inside of 10 minutes left. There's Brandon Linder. That's the other big story at the moment now there. The big high-priced center who has been a full-time starter since they took him in the 3rd round in 2014, signed that rich free agent extension in the offseason, the highest paid player at his position. And for the moment, Tyler Shatley is their center. So they're trying to do it. He gave the snap, drawing up a place. once again. Matthews O'Shaughnessy, who suddenly is playing a big role. Pressured by Moore that time, but a good play under duress by Bortles to pick up all it does. It
Really is. He's always had that strength. As we see Brandon Linder, his center, going to the locker room. You know, as he was going off the field, they were escorting him off the field, and he was carrying his right leg off the field.
In Cleveland.
To say exactly what happened, but going to the locker room.
The ruling on the field, I believe, has been overturned because they are signaling holding on the ground as Leonard Fournette runs backward. Brown can see the graphic there on the screen for Fox. The yellow over the 28 looks like Cleveland's keeping the football.
I don't think you have the choice. It doesn't matter what position you play. You got to play the next play. And if he's sitting there and he's worried about Tyler Shapley playing center instead of Brandon Linder, and he doesn't have what it takes to be a franchise quarterback. You got to go out there now and try and get points off the board, regardless who is out there on the field.
This Jacksonville team has not won since week 4 against the Jets. 4 straight losses. Coming down 13 points. Jackson point lead. Still step maneuver. So he finds himself some real estate on 13-yard lead and gets on the tackle. And it will be third down and maybe the biggest play call of the day for Maroon's offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett.
I certainly believe now as time is winding down, just at about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, that you are in 4-down territory. So I don't think that you have to get the entire 9 yards right here, but I would fully expect if they don't pick this up, go for it again.
16th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 9. Bortles Westbrook appears to be just short of the end zone, but that will be a 1st and goal for Jacksonville.
And a ball down right inside the 1 yard line, but finally, they've been going to that pass 3 times.
He's going back to Cincinnati because they moved Benjamin Watson to not cross the goal line with the football. Nice hand, by the way. So it's 3rd and goal here for the Saints. He will do that. Mark Ingram, did he get it? Mark Ingram is not going to get it. Doesn't look like it. So it'll be 4th down and goal. Bortles, Jacksonville, 29-22 now.
So Doug Marone going for the fake on the field goal.
Full screen, Cincinnati, 4th down.
Brown converge and show that they're pros and hang in there and don't let it just walk into the end zone.
Well, on 4th and goal, the Saints are going to go.
So is this the Drew Brees dive?
Okay, then.
44 points. So 44-7 as we take you to Tennessee. Tom Brady just hit around the 5 in knee by Wesley Woodyard. 5 minutes into the second half. Patriots down 2 scores.
He's giving us something to die. As we know, Brown's been in and out of the lineup on this line right now.
And this is a 2nd and 10. The toss it to James White. Comes up short of the 40-yard line. 5.5 on the catch and run. It's now 3rd down for New England with 9:45 to play in the 3rd.
So Lorraine Waddle has already seen him at left tackle today for Brown. He swings over to the other side. Now he swings all the way to the bench as Marcus Cannon comes back into the game.
Subscribe to be able to catch my live updates.
Meanwhile, Tennessee has been rotating the linebackers. Rashawn Evans, the rookie out of Alabama, is now in for the Titans. This is a 3rd and 4. Brady gets rid of it quickly. Incomplete. Trying to squeeze it into Hollister. And Kevin Byard holds up defensively for Tennessee. It's 4th and 4.
Hey guys, like and subscribe to PS Streams to make this a page official and to catch my live streams as they come up.
Your fantasy team today, the Jets for your Redzone.
For the Jets, and part of this evaluation process, as we're talking about the coach is looking at the players, and you want a better performance in the second half than what you had the first half. It doesn't take much to do that, but you
you want to see the upper level.
A county trouble. He is sacked. Shaq Lawson continues to have his best year as a Buffalo Bill. His second sack of the season.
Lawson coming down, and he's right here, hesitates a little bit, and then he splits two defenders, two offensive players to get to the quarterback. So that's an effort level sack. He didn't just get around the outside with speed. The two guys he split.
Third sack today for the Buffalo defense. A loss of 5. It's second and 15. Crowell is second inside the 20.
That was a nice run.
Nice one. 18.
If there's one thing that Corral is going to do, he's going to be physical at the tail of the runs. He's going to fall forward. He's going to get you those extra yards. And so, once again, it's effort level. So, you can see Tom Holt's message to the team starting to pay off dividends. And there's 28 points. And here you get something happen with your defense, and you get an end on him. With the point.
Tackles at the 5-yard line. Jets fans are thinking, where was this offense in this play calling in the first half? Open it up a little bit, the reverse to Cannon. Best drive of the day, coming up on its 7th play. Second and 2, a chance to get a first down without scoring. Crowell. So moving outside, he's got a run, he's got a touchdown. First touchdown today for the Jets, the 6th of the year for Isaiah Crowell.
The Jet will not be held out of the end zone today, 31-9, as we take you to Kansas City. This is a couple of rookies here, Rosen and Kirk.
Third about 5. Well, the greatness is down. This is a huge third down to the Chiefs defensively in Arizona, obviously offensively.
Okay, this game is 7:05. We're going to leave it and go to this one, where Maurice Harris and the Redskins are now approaching the red zone in a 6-3 game.
He's the only Redskin receiver with a 100-yard receiving game this year. Trying to cut it back to the outside. Peterson lost his footing, but stumbles forward for a gain of close to 4.
Vontae David checking back in for Tampa Bay's defense. It's good news for them.
We're talking about Harris. He has been on the practice squad 3 different times. Has been cut 3 different times. Played a total of 16 games his first 2 years in the league, and now he's the top. For at least the last 2 weeks, Alex Smith's been the target. Leads the team with 5 receptions, 52 yards. And they're ready to Reed for a first down to the Tampa Bay 10.
Right there's a big target, trusted wide receiver. Get a little bit of the bail, and there's no hands placed on Jordan Reed, so he has a clean release. You give him that kind of room, Isaiah Johnson doesn't have a chance. That's frustrating for him. We're going to play press. We're going to play press. Challenge him at the left stretch. Give him that free release.
Peterson forced to the outside, and there's nowhere to go. That's excellent defense. Mason, Johnson, Taylor, and Levante David. The first time the Redskins today on offense has been inside the Tampa Bay 20. Well, you can tell Jake Root is just not happy about something at all. He is really upset. Tampa Bay runs a Chamberlain High School.
And you understand why he's not happy against a Saints defense that has been giving up yardage left and right here. We'll take you here to Cincinnati, where it is also the end of the third quarter. Pretty much it's the end of the third quarter in almost every game. Instead, no, this one, rather than this one. This one is not. We have just about 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter in Chicago.
There's tight coverage by the Lions on this one. Really nice job by Tracy Walker right there. Staying with it.
So the kid was his first punt.
Okay, cut time here. Let's get to Jacksonville, where Cameron Batson just called it a pass, and the Titans are here in midfield.
Tennessee on the move again. Handoff, Lewis. Let's shake a big move to the 40. So it's Lawan at left tackle, Spain at left guard, and Mike Vrabel's team, not used to penalties, they're going to back it up to the 41-yard line of Tennessee with 6:47 remaining in the third. Spain was limping slightly after the flag was thrown.
And he held Danny Shelton as Lewis was hitting that home to the left side.
First and 20. Take it. Mariota throws. Down leads will be to Corey Davis. Extra yards for Davis. Deron Harden was hanging on for New England. The Titans are clicking.
And that puts Davis over 100 yards receiving and just 5 catches. Good fake here. And then
Let's see if the Browns can finish. We're now opening that fourth quarter. The Falcons and Julio Jones and Matt Ryan have now driven into the Redzone. Marvin Hull also a 12-yard reception on this drive. As the Falcons are down 18 with 3 timeouts to go. That is live. That is Matt Ryan. And that is a flag inside the 5. Mario Redzone inside the 20. What's that out there? And we're back in Tampa as well. That's really against the Browns. Pass interference is called. We're back with them.
Shuffling personnel, really. You back on the second goal.
Mike Vrabel, the first former Bill Belichick player, coaching as a head coach.
He's been really good in the red zone this year. Other than that week 1 game in Philly, where he's kind of the scores.
Second goal from the 5 is Kevin Coleman. And Coleman something hard.
Completion time for Mariota. The red kick. He's in the end zone. And Josh Johnson. Redskins lead is 12-3. Third and goal, 9-play drive for the Falcons. Asher Smith making plays with his legs there. Lions time. Flags.
One goes going to be a steep.
3rd and 11 now. Mariota will throw it away. Tennessee may settle for the field goal, making it 17 and a 3-score game. Browns jump off sides.
55 for the Browns.
You see right over the center. He said 55, but he meant 65. He's talking about very old Joe right there in the middle. That's jumping in
team's responding to him. Still 3rd and goal.
31-yard field goal in Nashville. Melton denied. Kick good. Tennessee. It's 27-10. Falcons claiming touchdown at the goal line.
Initially, it looked like he was going to be able to find his way, but then just showed him. You just saw him squeeze into your screen right there. He was head on and just stopped his progress. And he's definitely sure. 4th down. 4th and goal.
This is 4th down. Keep it here. Split it up. Robert Foster. Just on a 43-yard pass on that Barkley. We have a red zone there for the Bills. Meantime, Ryan on 4th down. Incomplete. In for a flag. No flag. It's a turnover on that.
You're working hard every day. Coaches know that the young players get the chance to play.
Out of the 12, Mike Fennell on the tackle. The Bears are in the end zone. We'll show you the Allen Robinson score coming up after this 2-point try. The Bears going for 2, up 22. It's 32-10, and that is live at Soldier Field on your right. And a slot receiver. Inside a trade work of the non-leader screen. It's a slam up for 2. Draper was a bit open, and it's St. Jones, meantime, spinning inside the 5 for the Bills. We'll get back to that life in a second. Here is the Allen Robinson touchdown that set up that Trey Burton conversion from the 26. And as they go to the end zone, Allen Robinson touchdown. Trubisky to Burton. 2-point. Live now with St. Jones and the Bills putting a big on this. So darn good career.
But at some point, talent is picking up his attention. Barkley fakes the pitch, rolling right. Barkley surveying the team, fires incomplete. He was chased by Brandon Copeland, and 2nd and goal. That's a throw out of the pocket, late to your first read. You want to throw this ball high, out of the end zone, and allow your team to get the 2nd down. Maybe you're a little greedy at this point. Like you said, he's been throwing at the park with these former NFL players. They have a receiver coach out there, quarterback coach. At some point, you have to remember what it's like to be in a game situation. That's a little bit on time, but he's going to get the chance to 2nd down. 2nd and goal. And off the corner. Taken down by Williamson. Nice play by the Jets.
For the first time this year, Josh Lambo has missed the field goal. Wide left. It would have made it a 3-point game. He had an extra point blocked earlier. Now he misses a field goal. And now Greg Stroman has intercepted Ryan Fitzpatrick. He got picked up earlier by John Norman. In the goal line. This one, Stroman is going to set up for Redskins in the red zone. We're going to put that on one side here. Straight down with Alex Smith on the keeper moments ago. Now a 3rd and goal as well on your left for Matt Barkley.
Throws it his way. Looking that way. Good coverage out the end zone.
Matt Barkley stays up. What has happened to the New York Jets?
His 2nd touchdown of the season.
Look at the big fellow there. Update from Kansas City. Josh Rosen trying to set up screen. David Johnson. In Houston, Chiefs on the screen because they are always in the red zone. And even when they're near the 30, impacting Tampa as well. 2 games at once on the Red Zone channel.
The Chiefs have to be able to do anything here in the second half. If they momentum change by the defense, it's too easy. You don't make that mistake.
Alex Smith. Trapping inside the 10. Michael Floyd. Second and 4. Here's the home. Red Zone officially now for the Chiefs.
First down.
Alex Smith nursing a 13-point lead.
There was a lineman downfield.
Trying to give the Redskins more breathing room on 3rd and 4. Pressured and throws it out 4th down for the Redskins. Bill's going to make it a 13-19. Inside the 5, near the 5, about the 8-yard line. Dustin Hopkins has hit twice today from 43.
He sees it, recognizes that's the home run.
This is a 26-yard attempt for the Redskins. And good, 16 over 3.
Subscribe and like for more live updates.
Once it was becoming mostly quick flat stay here, underneath, hand off to Ware. And it's just a matter of who's the ball.
So 2-point attempt, so they get a 28-14 lead.
Now we negotiate our side.
Kelsey is getting worse for the Cincinnati Bengals. Midfield. And he also stopped in there by Chris Banjo. Eli Apple, the former Giant, gets a block from Trey Robertson, gets to the yardage. Into the Cincinnati territory. Teddy Bridgewater is now in at quarterback for the Saints in the blowout as we take you to Indianapolis to start the 4th quarter.
Playing the 4th.
That's a lucky time.
Jacksonville. Well, this is really incredible. Low alley Cox lets this ball get into his chest rather than use those great hands that we've seen. Telvin Smith is beat, but the ball goes right into his hands, and he's able to get both feet inbound for a huge play. Boy, it was demoralizing to give up that 3rd and 14 the play before, but a mistake by Ali Cox, and Smith is able to capitalize.
First INT in the season for Smith, but it's the 8th of his career. Sullivan Smith playing with pain and soreness of his AC joints in his shoulder. He's had to receive multiple injections to get himself ready to play. And what a moment for Smith. Side Wash celebrating on that Jacksonville sideline. And you can slowly feel the momentum continue to turn in Jacksonville's favor. And they're getting the secondary.
Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. 10 first down.
That is an absolute killer. On a change of possession to get a free catch. Nice cross on the base of 27. Look at the top of your screen. Corey Davis goes up high for down. You'd like to see better later today, but it's worth showing you regardless. It is the end of 3. 17-point lead for the Titans. Over with Avery.
So Tyler Shepard is Jacksonville's center. Little cutback maneuver crosses the 30 and close to the 31-yard line. Darius Leonard on the tackle. A pickup of 10 as we go to New York, G-League coach.
Surprise, surprise, Kansas City score. Yeah, especially wherever Kansas 3-yard touchdown run comes off of Josh Lewis and interception by Justin Houston. 2-point play, no good. City leads 26-14.
Spiro and Adam.
My guys, Kansas City trying to keep their incredible season going behind Pat Mahomes and company. Second and 5 after a nice play by Courtney. You see the breakdown in what they've done offensively. Adam Ross first.
Cincinnati, a 50-burger. Okay, when I say that. Well, once with the field goal. 51-7. Teddy Bridgewater in for Drew Brees because that game is over. This one is not.
It's pretty impressive. They really are 3rd and 7. They've been a deep and dump offense. Everything has been under 10 yards, and they've had to rely on yards after the catch. At some point, Bortles is having to be able to complete an intermediate pass. Bortles delivering, and he's caught. Not crazy.
Well, he is sticking it to his own team today. A big touchdown catch in the first half, and a couple of big first down receptions. This one good for 10.
But really is working against press coverage on Arthur Baldwin.
It's 7-6 on 14. We're going to go here inside the 30-yard line now. Ryan Fitzpatrick to Adam Humphries, and the Buccaneers want to make this game a little more interesting. Top with Roger. Ball up. And the left change of course for the football. Ryan Anderson was the one who comes in long from behind. And another costly mistake. And saw that live on the Redzone channel. Back to TJ Hills and the Jaguars.
Colts trying to continue this little mini winning streak, but we their first 3-game streak, 3 calendar years. This will see where they sit. Everyone chasing Houston. And Deshaun Watson, of course, as the Texans are 6-3 off 6 straight victories. On 2nd and 11, Bortles get to 3. It's in it for the rookie DJ Sharp Jr. Good coverage by Pierre Gutierrez making a start today for Nate Hairston.
Really close. You see, Bortles had to put some air under that ball. Because Darius Leonard was right in that passing window, forcing another 3rd long. And I think we're starting to see maybe not having Brandon Linder in the lineup. Because the Colts front 4 has started to come to life here in the last couple of drives. And that's a negative plays, which has led to 3rd long. Let's see if we're going to get to Bortles here. Bortles in the front of the limit.
Flag. Let's go live to Cleveland where Calvin Ridley just took the Falcons to the 16-yard line of play, 37 on the Kansas run to the 2. Now Kevin Coleman with that. Oh, he had Ridley if he had a second. And here's the play that got him there. It was a 3rd and 3. Calvin Ridley sent down. Denzel Ward fell down on the turn, and then Ridley took it to the 15. That was the replay top left. This is line.
After Kennedy got to lose that one, but Falcons now facing another 3rd down situation. Okay, credit where it's due. TJ Carey makes a nice play there. It's a slant with the play. There's a ton of pressure coming from that side of the ball. So Matt Ryan's looking right into the face of that blitz and knows that Julio Jones is over there one-on-one with somebody. And it's TJ Carey. He makes a nice play on that pass for a They'll split out wide to the left, Sedilli to the right side. All in the backfield, 3rd down and 4. Right plan to drive inside the one. Austin Hooper. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this route. This little dick out and then up. Tony Gonzalez used to use me with that route. He's number 2, and I can tell you that's close out of the end zone. Looks like he on the thing. He made that in, right? He got to tell us he should have. Now challenge. And now Ryan looking for us to do. Incomplete. Go back to that previous play real quick if we can. The ball is right on the goal. I mean, that's a touchdown. Absolutely. It's a touchdown. His feet are in his own balls. That's the line. Absolutely. That's on the play. Possession, maintain control. Now, I think Dan Quinn, if he would have known that, if we would have got the heads up, or if they were trying to go so fast at the line of scrimmage here, someone with a panic trying to score here, he would have challenged that and been rewarded with that touchdown. Another stopped from the one. 3 straight plays earlier. Ryan and Joe broken up, looking for Jones. TJ Carey again. He's having himself a day. TJ Carey hadn't mentioned it much, but at crunch time now, when they're trying to score, he's in a slot. You see 11 on 38. This is a tough route. They're trying to get a national pick there, and he squeezed up under it because he was so close to Julio Jones. And then this ball awareness. This is a special type of play by TJ Carey. That's 4 straight plays from the one for the Falcons. Not able to cross the goal line. Well, it's starting to look like they did on the previous play. Well, Hooper went out from the inside out, outside in. Number 3, Julio Jones. And wow. I think that's stuff like Randall. Wow.
Somebody needed to tell Dan Quinn to challenge that because it certainly looked as if they had a touchdown. Matthew Stafford going to a deep ball. Picked off. Prince tomorrow. 24 points in the end. The football was there. Well, here we go. By the way, Jeff Driscoll now in that quarterback now picture for the Bengals. That's 51-7. 4th down here live.
Ryan under pressure. He throws. It is somewhere, and he is in. Looked like he was in earlier in his possession, but this time, no doubt about it.
So Falcons get the touchdown by a full minute burned off the clock after failing to challenge the previous play. Live out to the Patriots and a 17-point comeback.
Trey Allen questioning the return of the Brady throws. And looks up with Hollister. 3rd string tight end with a snatch and a 1st down.
That might have been an interception.
Ready on 2nd and 4. It's Edmund again for a 1st down. Into Tennessee territory at the 46-yard line. That covers 7 yards.
Makes you wonder if when the Titans will come after Brady with pressure, or will they just be content to rush 3 or 4 and drop the rest of the zones to prevent the big play?
Brady. Hit down by Adoree Jackson, Josh Gordon, the intended receiver for New England.
Adoree Jackson has been the story for this secondary. And exit Johnson ties to the game for Cincinnati as they served up a 50-burger to the Saints. Jeff Driscoll on the keeper. Why not? Jeff Driscoll, rather, to the end zone. 26 yards.
Give it up. Give it up. 20 today. Jacksonville and Philadelphia 2nd in that category. Brady once again underneath. And it's Elliott. But quickly tackled by Kenny Vaccaro. 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down for the Pats.
Edmonds taking a beating too. That's 9 catches for 104 yards. But it seems like every time he makes a catch, there's a side waiting to just lay it to him. Still get that time.
and 7 for the Pats. They'll go to the trickery. Edelman throws to Brady. And it's just short of first down.
Gotta remember, he's 41 years old and never been much of a runner. This time his legs just betray him.
There's a man down for Tennessee, Harold Landry. So we've seen this quite a bit during the season for New England, going into the bag of tricks when necessary. It's going to set up
Harold Landry, who has been great this year as a rookie down to the Titans. Tom Brady looking to be short of that first down. Live with interesting look out here.
He probably should have gotten out of the end zone as the John Hand got a sack. And let's check the spot.
Standard looked at the outside and driven into the end zone. Was it in the
It's where the ball is, whether they determine a safety or not. And initially, I think they're going to put him right on the goal line.
Yeah, they got him placed inside the 1 yard line. And this is going to be hard for the punt team out there, Pat O'Donnell.
We're going to get a challenge here from the Lions and Matt Patricia on that spot.
All right, 4th down, and the Lions have to punt out of the end zone. I have a Matt Patricia challenge there. Back here with Tom Brady, Harold Landry now off the field, but this is 4th and 1 for the Patriots.
time of the longest streak in franchise history. The Raiders are at 20 today. They're on 30. A jump.
And Marcus King and Bo Gurley.
And that's another day it's been for the Patriots.
See this crowd thrilled with that. 561 right there, cannon moving.
Now you still have to go for it. Basically, it's as if the Brady catch didn't happen. And now they're facing a 4th and 6.
Remember early in the game, they did convert a 4th down play with a pass to James White out of the backfield.
For New England. Brady. Come back. Look at Ryan. Held to the target. And the Patriots hand it over.
Touchdown, Logan Ryan, former Patriot, with the pass break up there. Let's go to Cleveland. This is a 2nd and 9. Falcons 2 timeouts remaining, and they are down 12 after the failed 2-point conversion.
Jump out of Falcons will use their 2nd timeout. Jump up to 176 on the ground today. Saturday, the fight for the college football playoffs is on, starting with Shea Patterson at number 4, Michigan. They try to keep things rolling against Indiana on FS1. Then in prime time, Kyler Murray and 6th-ranked Oklahoma put the big statement against Kansas on Fox. We'll catch it all on the Fox Sports app.
Oklahoma had a heck of a finish last night, didn't they, against Oklahoma State?
48-45.
Wow, and that was looked for Oklahoma State, went for 2 and didn't make it.
Baker Mayfield. So close to a first down. And the clock will stop. And if it's not down to bounds, that'll still be a lot of Falcons.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Baker didn't try to. Well, no, they're in it having to take a timeout, right, Kenny? Is that what they're saying? Or is this ball? Missed that. And they ended up taking the timeout because they're saying it's forward progress went back. Even going forward, the clock would have stopped.
So the Falcons are out of timeouts. Excellent pickup, Coach Barber.
Oh, I just saw Dan Quinn down there making sure that it wasn't a stop clock with Baker Mayfield going out of bounds there, that he wanted to take the timeout.
I never really understood.
Wow. So the Falcons are at timeout. That's interesting. 4:05 to go. Don't know what his weapons in the game. Josh McCown just threw it where there were 5 white jerseys, including Micah Hyde. 38-10, 10-15 to go. TV timeout at MetLife Stadium. 4th down in Indianapolis. Let's see what they do.
And Avery Jones, who was lined up over the center and completely knocked him back into Marlon Mack, what should have been an easy 3rd and short.
So here's Sanchez, the second-year punter out of Hawaii. We'll punt this away from right around the 10. D. Westbrook back deep, signals for the fair catch. With good field position for Bortles and Jacksonville have it from the 40.
Now, CBS's Super Bowl season continues. Game 2 on General.
All right, let's get to Kansas City. Larry Fitzgerald just picked up a 1st down as he moves closer and closer to number 2 on the all-time receiving yardage list. Let's go here. It's a red zone try. 26-14, Arizona, 3:30 and 3 timeouts remaining.
You'd like to get a double move in there. You get rid of it. Yeah, we'll take them. The best matchup against 2-man spot Ricky Seals Jones on those interior guys.
2nd and 10. Give it to Edmonds. Edmonds running up the middle. 1st down yardage inside the 25, 2023. Yeah, we have a penalty marker. That's going to bring it back.
Over.
You're watching the Red Zone channel here on NFL Sunday Ticket. Here is Larry Fitzgerald. That 1st down I mentioned, he is now 2nd on the all-time receiving list. 15,939. He passes Terrell Owens, and only Jerry Rice has more receiving yards in the 99-year history of the National Football League. As we go live to Cleveland here, and again, the Falcons are out of timeouts as we approach the 2-minute warning, down 12.
Notice they already got that massive big ball right back to Alex. Set this thing. Let's go. And it's 1 at the 39-yard line of the Browns by Eric Silver. And again, the Browns are just going to be content to slow to the list and let them make these type of conclusions. Silver became the 10th different Falcon with a reception today. 9 Browns have caught the football, so 19 different players on the receiving end from Doc Ryan and Baker Mayfield. Falcons at 4-4 on day in the NFC South. How about the New Orleans Saints? They scored 45 against the Rams last week. They have 51 points in Cincinnati today. They lost that opening week. And no stopping to
bring in Nashville. Julian Edelman goes to the locker room. The Patriots just got beaten by a trick play. Marcus Mariota caught a ball 21 yards from Darius Jennings, the wide receiver. Applied at 28 at Arrowhead. Josh Rosen is sacked, and that'll do it. The Chiefs take over 26-14, 2:43 to go, and they will go to 9-1. It is the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. We'll get that off the screen as we go here. Inside the 20, red zone for the Titans, trying to put it away.
Spade up front. And Henry bowls ahead with 7:42 and ticking left in the 4th quarter.
This is what offensive linemen live for. Closing out a game with straight rushing plays, and to have the luxury of a 247-pound tailback could not be a better scenario.
And extra speed, I'm sure, for the 4 former Patriots on the Titans roster. Mariota gets out of the way, so Henry can play Wildcat. Touchdown, Tennessee! The full repertoire on display for the Titans offense.
Then they had a wide receiver pass.
The Patriots have beaten the Titans 7 consecutive, including playoffs the last 5 by 17. Now the Titans may return the favor. and beat them by double digits and then some. There is Henry in to the end zone. So to Kenny Galladay. Matthew Stafford with a touchdown pass, 34-16 because they went for 2 and didn't get it. 8:30 to go, 18-point lead for the Bears. 3rd and 2 for the Jaguars here. It's a 29-23 Colts lead.
The D. Westbrook on the side to swap, but Moore has played that pretty well. There is Hyde, and that appears to be Randy Martin's yelping.
And we bring it right. Fitzpatrick just was live. Fitzpatrick caught there by Godwin. 4:16 to go. We have the Buccaneers down 2 scores. It is over in Cincinnati. Another win for the Saints. They have not lost since week 1. Drew Brees, Saints blowout. Andy Dalton and the Baker. All right. First down there, Leonard Fournette. We have tripped up and goes down. 51-14, by the way, the final score. Saints on top of the Bengals. And now we have a 1st and goal on the 10th for Patrick there, you're right. Pressure. And he's not only Fitzpatrick, he doesn't mind lowering his helmet, trying to go through. Diggs bringing the game to Cleveland now back to 2-minute warning, 35 yards on your screen. This is now live. Ryan's from that line, made 47 completions today for Ryan. Hear that? 37 completions from Matt Ryan, but his team is down 12 and 8 completions for Bortles. Complete for Julio, and he gets tripped up shy of the 30. And Fitzpatrick takes the seat, goes backwards, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
All Cleveland has to do is to the right here, they win the game. So, focus here. Quick passes into the bottom of your screen as matchup cover over your screens out there. 1 down, 3. 4 down, get to the back for a 1st down. Right, they want Zach to the ball. The ball comes close. And still rolling around. And for Jimmy Cobbins, he covers that midfield ground. Take over this one. 9:13 to go. Looks like the Cleveland 4-game losing streak will end. We will take it off the streak. 1st and goal for the Buccaneers. 22. It's Patrick. Josh Lambo missed earlier. His 1st miss of the season. This is a long one. It's from 2, and would make it a 3-point game with 4 minutes to go.
51-14 in the long side.
Lambo lower now, through the uprights. 29-26.
A 6-3 game at the end of 3 quarters. The Buccaneers 5 times down inside the Washington 25-yard line. They turn it over to kick the field goal, missed the field goal. The Lions ready for 3 years. Fitzpatrick is thrown down, the ball is loose.
Subscribe for the second half of the games coming up today. I'm going to be streaming them live right now, but be sure to subscribe.
Before it got caught marching, Smith is there. Kerrigan actually knocks it out. Smith gets sacked, goes over the field. See if we have an onside kick after that. Stafford takes a touchdown.
10% for the team to recover the onside kick, and even less this year. They've gone down quite a bit with the new rules, the safety adjustments for the kickoff teams. And especially when teams know it's coming. The percentage is dropping by quite a bit. Now this time he just trying it again. And the Lions have a shot at it, and Detroit recovers it. Even with the Bears ready, it's time for the Lions.
Want to show you that it is over in Cleveland. Brent Williams gets his 1st victory as interim head coach of the Browns. Charles Higgins, among others, the receivers in the dog pound there. First time the Browns get to 3 wins since 2015. Strange but true.
The new special teams coach of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, there's Charles Washington, 45. That keeps it from going out of bounds. A good hustle by Nick Bellore to get the recovery.
Well, you can tell the Lions have worked on that.
And not a great kick, right? It stayed down low. That's usually an easier one to field. You're looking for that one to take that big hop up, so.
And stay in bounds. 3 possession, 3 score kind of game for the Lions. That's under 8.5 to go. From inside the 40 in Chicago. Knocked away. Powell is the target. Jackson. Protected.
Yeah, one of those guys that, we sat here, we talked about, Khalil Mack and the guys up front, Leonard Floyd getting his first sack playing well. I tell you, Eddie Jackson the last 2 weeks has really jumped out at me as a guy there at the safety position. Great timing on his coverage coming up, the knockdown ball is very explosive. One of the guys that has the defensive touchdown this year for the Bears.
Rookie Brooklyn Smith has 9 tackles in this game. Stanford is complete. Coverage of the field. It's Kyle Fuller back here. And hitting a touchdown. A moment ago, the target.
And 39 is cruising through the center of the field again. I mean, almost had an opportunity for an interception there as well.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to Indianapolis. Colts back to the football. 1 timeout. Jaguars 3 timeouts. 3-point game. And this is live. TY Hilton.
Valley Church on a tackle. Huge play for the Colts to pick up a 35. Wow, what a beauty. T.Y. Hilton across the field. Barry Church is the free safety. But this is zone coverage, and Church has to get over there. He is not getting credit from the other side of the field, and you cannot allow number 13, one of the best deep threat weapons in the National Football League, to cross your face and look perfectly accurate down the field.
3rd catch for Hilton, 77 yards. What a loss he was those 2 games that he's missed earlier in the season, chest and hamstring injuries. But everyone talks all the time about the incredible chemistry and synergy between Hilton and Luck. How badly did they need that play?
It's really been amazing this season, and T.Y. Hilton missed
Looks like Jacksonville's going to take a timeout. They'll be there first.
So Hilton missed a couple of games, but he's not forcing the ball. He's been able to spread the ball around, and it's kind of a cliche. They want to take what the defense gives them, and that's exactly what Luck has done.
Time out here, 3:10 to go. Lions, after getting that onside kick, are back in the red zone. Look at Kenny Galladay go high and sky and bring that down.
Great size on the outside.
At 6'4", a pickup on that one at 25 yards. They're checking his lower right leg. Feeling receiver at the moment. And open.
Teams at once here in DirecTV's Sirius Johnson into the end zone for the Lions. Full screen Indy.
That clock management, your game management, looming large here for Doug Marrone at Frank Reich.
After the first down play, you figure this is our biggest chance to save time by calling timeout, because they have to get a stop here. It's a nice job of picking up a few yards to put their offense into 3rd and 4, but for Doug Marrone now, they have to be able to get this stop to be able to get the ball back with time left on the clock.
All right, Jacksonville here, 29-26, 3rd and 4 for Indianapolis. The Lions go for 2.
The Bears at the goal line.
Didn't get it. So it's a 12-point game, 7:21 to go.
Andrew Luck and his offense so good in the first half. Just haven't had the ball much in the second half. Jacksonville's defense has been better. Can they convert here on a critical 3rd and 4?
Delivery incomplete.
Unable to find Hilton. Jalen Ramsey was there on the coverage. And Frank Reich will send out his Kicker Adam Vinatieri. Vinatieri, who just a couple of weeks ago set the NFL's all-time scoring record, surpassing the Hall of Famer Mark Anderson. And this will be a 52-yard attempt. The snap good hold. The kick is no good. Wide right.
Adam Vinatieri, of all people, misses the kick line right, and the lead is still 3. Jacksonville's going to get it back to 53 to go. 1 timeout and great field position. Onside kick, and the Lions do it again.
That's just a one score. For Detroit, a touchdown and maybe a 2-point conversion. I think that Patricia wants to know if he can challenge that 2-point conversion. That's his last time out. He missed on one challenge earlier.
Detroit is challenging early on the field, but the extra point was no good.
Or the 2-point conversion, the 2 extra points.
I understand. He can't challenge it because it was ruled no good. It's a scoring play. Patricia throws his challenge flag. Can he get in? Hard to tell what the football is. I am done guessing today. I do know this, however. The Kansas City Chiefs have won again. They are 9-1. See Nelson with the exclamation mark, the interception to put this game away. 26-14 is the final score. 9-1 for the Chiefs as they get ready to head to Mexico City to face the Rams. 2-7 for the Cardinals. 2-0 against San Francisco. 0-7 against everyone else.
Doug Marrone's Jags trying to end this 4-game slide in Indy. 2-minute warning
here. Let's go back to Dean Blandino.
There's a lot of bodies in the way. He turns away from the goal line. To me, this has to stand.
Now, if it was ruled the other way, would there be enough? Or you'd still say leave it?
Exactly. When the ruling on the field stands, that means you don't have definitive evidence either way. So regardless of what the ruling on the field is, you just can't change it.
And that's the way it looks after further review. Formation for the Lions.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
It's kind of the theme of the day, the ruling on the field. Stands 41-10. Now, give it out to the 41-10. 2:24 to go in. Go to the fourth quarter.
No more timeouts for the Lions. We'll have the 2-minute warning. So now would you onside kick this? Would you kick it deep?
Hey, do it again. It's a 2-possession game with 7:21 left. Yeah, you just got one back. I don't think you have a lot of choices here. Different style.
It's going to roll around. It's a live ball. And the Bears are fine around the 22-yard line as Tariq Cohen smothers it for Chicago. Thursday night, Aaron Rodgers. The fans of the NFC North will watch a little closer as he leads the Packers into Seattle to take out Russell Wilson of the Seahawks. 7:30 Eastern on Fox Network streaming on Prime Video. It's Thursday night NFL football. Then we're asking Mitchell Trubisky as we look at the NFC North. I said, do you feel like you have to outperform Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford and Kirk Cousins to win this division? And paraphrasing, but he essentially said, no, I have to do what I have to do best with this team. I know we have a great defense. I know we have a support staff. And we're in a good position right now as to lead the division. And today, different than the last couple of games with the Jets and Bills, Trubisky lit it up.
Yeah, a great second half. We touched on that at the top. Great response in the second half against the Jets, but it was all defense last week against them. They put Mitchell Trubisky in the offense in great position, but that wasn't the case.
Let's get back to Indianapolis here, 29-26. 2-minute warning. Great field position for the Jaguars after Adam Vinatieri misses that win.
39-yard line. The first attempt for Shanahan. Take one timeout left. Pass is incomplete. Ball in the hands of T.J. Yeldon. Darius Leonard, the highly touted rookie linebacker who entered the day leading the league in tackles, was there on the coverage.
I'm a little bit surprised that Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator for the Colts, is continuing to play zone coverage. Jacksonville needs about 6 yards to get to that outer range of Lambeau's of where he wants to kick from. I think the Colts have to be more aggressive and challenge him a little bit more in man-to-man coverage to not allow them to get the field goal range.
Bortles against Yeldon. Yeldon with plenty of running room in front of him, finally tackled by Kenny Moore. It's a pickup of 9. Still have that timeout to the Jags. There's Lambeau getting that right leg warmed up. They'll be 31. Let's see. Bortles from the gun and over the middle delivers. And the football comes loose. It will be ruled a completion, and that is a first down. Rashad Green Sr. on the reception. It's a pickup of 10.
What a great sequence for Jacksonville. First, to Yeldon.
Fumble.
Jags
Did they win?
and they're going to take a closer look at Chris York.
That might be a fumble. Damn, Saints 51 points.
Close.
So a combination of things. Kenny Moore has his right arm, and he's going to strip this ball out, and then it looks like Geathers hits him from the back. And that's close. The ball doesn't appear to be moving until his knee hits the ground. And so this was called down by contact on the field. Here's the question. Is there enough evidence to overturn?
Ball booth reviews inside of 2 minutes are initiated upstairs by the replay booth. There was a clear recovery, and that's the other big thing here by the Colts. So Jerome Boger down in direct communication with Al Redzone and his staff in New York. It was Malik Hooker, the man who recovered the football for the Colts, and Geathers was there on the initial play to force it loose.
So the big question is, when does the ball begin to get jarred loose?
There's the knee down right there.
Is the ball out yet? It doesn't appear that the ball starts moving.
Here's the critical thing here, Adam. The call of the field is huge, because now you need the conclusive evidence to turn the call around.
I can't see them overturning this. This one is too close, and the call should stand.
So let's bring in Gene Steratore, our news analyst from New York. Gene, what do you see?
In my opinion, I feel like that ball is coming out before the knee lands. Now, they did rule down by contact, and in the event that they rule this a fumble, you have an immediate recovery, even though there was an official ruling down by contact. So if they do go with fumble, which I believe they will, it's kind of suspended in there, but I think it's out of his control at that point. Then you'll have an immediate recovery. They'll go back and reset the game clock if it is ruled a fumble recovered by the defense. Put the ball at the 24-yard line, which is where Indianapolis had recovered this.
All right, Gene Steratore, our rules analyst. Thank you, Gene, from New York. Here's the call for Boger.
After reviewing the play, the runner did fumble the ball.
And it's agony for Doug Moron and the Jaguars. So the call of overturn, they say catch by Green and then fumble. First Jacksonville turnover today.
Well, you really have to tip your hat to Kenny Moore. He has played a brilliant game in the slot with some key pass breakups, and they're the biggest play of the game. And getting that ball out of Rashad Green's hands.
Green, who has been off, deactivated multiple times this season.
Another loss for the Jaguars now. It's going to be 5 in a row. 29-26 looks here to be the final score, barring something drastic. Jacksonville has only one timeout remaining. You're watching the Red Zone channel here. We'll get back to if anything changes. Last we saw the Raiders, they were getting blown out on a Thursday night in the hands of Nick Mullins and the 49ers. They are back today facing the Chargers. Dick Stockton, Mark Schlereth on the call here. This game about to get underway. Now it is on 7-13.
And Dwayne Harris returns from the goal line to start this game, and he doesn't quite reach the 20-yard line. So the Raiders, looking for their second win in a row, they have dropped 4 straight now, and Derek Carr, he's taking a physical toll, no question about it. Sacked 7 times against the 49ers. Came out in the fourth quarter. A.J. McCarron got some work, but Carr is game, and he's with the program.
Well, he certainly is. 24 sacks on the season. Derek Carr is a tough guy. There's no question, the unquestioned leader of this offense.
And the first play is a handoff to Doug Martin. And Melvin Ingram is there to make the stop after a gain of about 1 yard. Let's take a look at the Raiders' offense. They have managed only a field goal in 2 of their last 3 games. And playing 2 rookies at tackle. Left and right side.
Yes, they are. Jared Cook really the one go-to matchup guy at the tight end position. He's the guy you're going to have to keep your eyes on. Keep double teams with your safeties and linebackers.
Second down. And Carr is going to make his first pass. It will be completed to Brandon LaBelle for a first down at the 32-yard line. Take a look at the Chargers' defensive, but first injured player, and he's a good one, Denzel Perryman, who has been a key. It's the Chargers stopping the run is shaken up, and very unfortunate on the second play of the game for San Diego. He's been the key in this defensive group.
Yeah, he really has. Flying around, hitting people. You see right there, they're attending to his knee, it looks like, but they have a lot of depth here at the linebacker position. Certainly looks like he's driving and playing. Man.
We're going to take a look at how this injury occurred. We will take a break and return to the Coliseum here in Oakland in a moment.
All right, so this game is in Oakland here, and the air quality is not good because California has been just hit hard by wildfires, both northern and southern California this week. Help those affected by the wildfires by going to redcross.org or text CA wildfires to 90999. When you do that, it gives $10 to the American Red Cross California Wildfires Relief Fund. And I can't stress enough, speaking both Southern and Northern California, these wildfires are not done. Heavy winds here all throughout. Trying to highlight from earlier today from Cleveland, where pregame temperatures were in the 30s. Matt Ryan and the Falcons trying to get above 500 and if reserving this week. I think the defense will get better and healthier again. However, here in a 7-3 game, Matt Ryan has to rally him back. It's Julio Jones for 30 and then Julio for the 1-yard touchdown. But the Browns got the offense going today. Baker Mayfield opened the game 12 for 12 with a perfect passer rating in the first half. Here's Nick Chubb with a 13-yard touchdown to take the lead, a lead they would not relinquish. And just check out Chubb for 92. And Clayton Callaway has won a hold. The longest run in franchise history. 92 yards for a 28-16 final score. 1:30 remaining here, but the clock is winding. The Lions are out of timeouts.
Everybody's talking about the Saints and the Rams and the NFC. This is a complete team. They've got a big conversation with Cody Parker that needs to be talked about. That's the one area today where you miss 2 extra points, you miss 2 field goals, in a tight game like that could really be costly for the Chicago Bears. So that was really the one negative that we walked away here this afternoon.
Cody Parkey, if he weren't with us earlier, he hit the upright and missed the kick 4 times. You could see this and hear it. Extra points 2. Field goals 2.
those are all 4 different kicks. That is not a continual highlight.
But if you're a half glass full kind of guy, at least he's close. 2 kicks made out of 6 attempts. That includes the extra points and field goals. Could be trouble down the road for this Bears team. Nobody back to receive the punt. O'Donnell. Lions are out of timeouts. Next on kick. Does it stay? And no, touchback. I mean, that close. We've got a few plays.
Runs back at goal line with a 12-point lead with a minute to go. Let's go back here to Oakland again. Bad air quality, certainly both in Oakland and here in Los Angeles. The game between the Rams and the Seahawks about to get underway. Denzel Perryman helped off the field. This is the opening drive and a 3rd down here for Derek Carr.
And here is Carr with the pass tag. It's incomplete, trying to get it to the tight end, Jared Cook. And that will bring up 4th down. And the Raiders will have to keep it away.
Well, Melvin Ingram, a guy that you're going to hear a lot about today, off the edge of the defense, inside move on Parker.
With the other 2 late games yet to kick off, we're going to have to take you here. This is all we have left from the early games.
Also ruled out with a shoulder injury.
Thank you. And Matt Patricia made the change this week with the special teams coach. They've made other moves, trying to win down the tape. It appears as if the Lions are reshaping for the future in the middle of this season. It just comes off that way, whether they want to admit it or not, with the first-year head coach. Whereas with the Bears and Matt Nagy, their first-year head coach, it's a different deal.
But they were both able to keep one of their coordinators. You know, Matt Nagy comes as an offensive guy, so he's gonna take over that side of the ball and bring his guys in. But he keeps Vic Fangio.
For defensive rookie of the year in the AFC, came over and held Ryan to just a gain of 1.
Derwin James, one of those guys, Gus Bradley, the coordinator, talked to us, said, hey, we want to play him in the middle of the field, but he's so big, he's so lanky, he's so ball as possible because he's just going to make plays.
Taylor for a shot. Now the line has been set back. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Raiders need to get to the 11 to keep it going. And finally a whistle and a timeout. Raiders calling a timeout here.
They got nowhere to go except back here to combo. The final play from scrimmage on. The Bears will end a 10-game NFC North losing streak.
2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions today. And much thanks to Davis Brown. He was the linebacker who hit the game when Denzel Perryman was injured on the 2nd play. And there is Perryman, who was in the medical tent and now walking off to the locker room. 2nd and goal. Coming up on the Chargers 6-yard line. And the handoff is to Martin. Martin will drive it down close to the 1-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and goal.
So this Raiders team needs to do a better job of, we saw right there, committing to the running game. Double teams at the front side between guard and tackle and center and guard, trying to get a push, trying to shove that defensive front. Tom said, the LA Chargers do that either.
They're down and goal from the 2. And they go to Martin, and Martin gets to the 1. So now Don Gruden has a decision to make here. Adrian Phillips, who was the nickel back, came up to make the stop. And the Raiders will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1.
I don't even think it was a decision. I mean, if Gruden's going for the big punt, Gruden's going for 4th down and 1. He's saying, our guys up front, look at them, they're inside guys, the Hudson, the Semele, Well, he's done that the last couple of weeks. Saving games with no line play. They win the only today.
And they do not convert on fourth down. The NFL, here on Veterans Day, deeply committed to our salute to service, the league's year-round effort to honor, to empower, and to connect with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families as well. Join us, please, in thanking those who bravely serve our country and generate an NFL donation to its military nonprofit partner by going to NFL.com/salute. Again, NFL.com/salute. Got a highlight from earlier today. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs most didn't at least, that they would have much trouble here with the Cardinals. They opened up well. Opening drive, Tyreek Hill, a 37-yard touchdown, the 30th touchdown pass on the season for Patrick Mahomes. The time Glenn Dawson for the franchise record. However, Josh Rosen marches that right back. That leaves the Cardinals. David Johnson, a 9-yard score. That's a 14-play drive to make it 7-7. But wait, there's more. Tyreek Hill, 31 touchdowns now for Mahomes' new franchise record. And Tyreek Hill goes looking for tie fighters. That drew a 15-yard penalty. The Chiefs go to 9-1, 26-14. Easier line score. 21-28. Big part. Patrick Mahomes, 49. And Phillips scored. 2 touchdowns for Josh Rosen. He made some throws, threw a touchdown, but chased all day by that Kansas City defense. Led by Nelson, 1 by Houston. Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Lucas Oil, Eric Ebron. Somebody break up the Colts and Eric Ebron. What about Milton? He scored 3 touchdowns today. Andrew Luck has scored in 32 straight games. He has 6 consecutive games with 3 touchdown passes. There is Ebron again. And here's Mo Ali Cox, who got a touchdown back for the end zone. Leonard Fournette, though, the Jaguars were hanging around. There's a short score. They make it a 1-possession game, but at the end, the Jaguars thought they had a first down. They're going to review this one inside of 2 minutes and say that Rashad Green fumbled. Colts hang on. Colts win 29-26. Back line now a long field from Phillip Rivers, 15 year.
And that's consistency when you talk about that kind of a passer rating. In 9 straight games, comes in with the 3rd best passer rating in the NFL.
And you know what I love about him? The childlike enthusiasm with which he plays the game. Like, he has never lost that passion. Even in his 15th year, he loves this game.
Second down and 8. And they go to Melvin Gordon this time, their leading ball carrier. Good block by Derek Watt as he picks up 3 yards. Chargers offensive team, and this is a team with great balance, and they want the big plays, the explosive plays that really work for them this year.
They certainly have in the running game with Melvin Gordon, especially outside of the Chargers. Get to the edges. They've had big-time explosive plays in the running game. Really set up their play-action game for the Bills.
It was not the offensive coordinator, Austin Eckler. As the running back replacing Melvin Gordon on 3rd down and 5. He's lined up as a wide receiver to the bottom of your picture in the end zone. Rivers waiting a long time to get the target. It's tipped. And let's see, it is knocked away. Nearly intercepted. It was deflected off the hands of Nicholas Morrow, the linebacker for the Raiders. And 4th down, and now the Chargers will have to punt from deep in their end zone.
Well, no pressure here. Phillip Rivers holds the ball all day long. A little bit of awkwardness of getting rid of the ball. You see the tip right there. And now you're punting from just inside your 10-yard line. You've got to be making the Raiders points. You've got to come away with points to get this kind of good.
And Donnie Jones will be kicking. And Jones is punting, headed for Dwayne Harris. And Harris on his own 48 slips and falls. And we'll get into the 48 of the Chargers. Our first penalty marker has been thrown. Our referee today is Craig Rollside.
return. Gilbert will block it back. Return to team number 41. That's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
That will send the Raiders back in their own territory. Keith Smith. So John Gruden's Raiders went 80 yards in 7 minutes and didn't come away with any points. We'll see what happens.
No live football to show you. The other two late games are about to kick off. Matt Barkley signed on October 30th. Matt Barkley in the Scottsdale today went on the road and destroyed the New York Jets. That's a 28-yard touchdown. At the time, the count started. Sam Darnold is injured, but still, everything went Buffalo's way. Here's Zay Jones reaching for the end zone. He coughs it up, chasing three balls on it. Then Matt Barkley was tackle eligible with Deion Johnson. What does he do? No DJ Fluker at right guard. No Carson today. The running back, both inactive. Of course, it's a run-heavy offense for Pete Carroll. It's going to be Davis doing a tackle and giving up a nice 12 run. So Davis will get the bulk of the work today for the Seattle run game. This is where Seattle's finding their identity. At the start of the year, they're kind of still figuring out who they have. Now they're power physical, almost like 5 years ago. Now the defense is coming out. This is a different Seattle team at this point in the year than they were to start the beginning of the year. Last time they played the Rams, they did impose their will early in that game. And they rushed for more yards against the Rams than any other Los Angeles opponent this season. Texans win 3. They're the leading rushing team in the league. They're going down on the ground for another nice run by Davis for 5, maybe 6. So 2 really important ingredients go in that ground game for them out. So this is the way they're going to line up here offensively. Carson out, Fluker out. And to me, this right here, you can use that last game. They ran so well, you can come in here and play action. I expect to see some play action early in this football game to use the advantages that you had last week, knowing they're going to come in and stop the run. You saw Avery on the sideline. They love him, but he's out again with that calf injury and a flag, and he's out.
This game is underway on 7-15, also underway on 7-14. First play from scrimmage for the Dolphins. Frank Gore, breaking tackle, 41 yards. Dolphins attack. Now, the Dolphins inside the 30, back to LA.
Great weight coach. 41 seasons in the league. And he calls it still in transition. 7 new starters from a year ago. Still trying to come up exactly with their identity, but they have some great strength on the inside, particularly at the defensive line. Yes, they do. And those guys, you don't want to get into a game where you're passing 40 times. So then they will rush the passer inside as well as in second and there's a 2-yard game.
Just completed the pass. He does 28-yard line. This is live. 2 minutes in.
Left sideline, and they go up the middle with a tackle made by Martinez on 3 with a gain of 3 on the play. Green Bay's defense, Kenny Clark, is playing at a Pro Bowl level on the defensive line, the words of Mike McCarthy. Linebacker Blake Martinez is the leading tackler. In the secondary, just mentioned King, not playing out with a hamstring. Breland starts, 2nd down, 7. And here comes, again, Kenny Drake with a block up front by Stirrup. Also got a block up there from Jesse Davis. He's close to a first down, close to a gain of 7. He's just inside the Green Bay 19.
Kevin, you mentioned changes in that Packers secondary. They traded Clinton Dix to Washington before the trade deadline. They released Jermaine Whitehead earlier this week. And they also got Kevin King, who's out the hamstring injury. So we got a lot of different faces back there. Obviously, Javon Ward is playing the safety position. That's why communications are absolutely critical for that Packers secondary.
6 defensive backs. 4 is in. It's 31 with the pitch to Gore. Blocked by Stirrup. And he's down to about the 14, gain of 5, another first down in the game-opening drive for Miami.
Let's go back if we could. This is live to Oakland. The Raiders are inside the 30. Jalen Richard loses his footing. It's about to get popped. It's going to bring up 3rd and short as we wind down towards 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Raiders on their opening drive got it inside the 5, 1 quarter before down, and turned it over on down. Keep an eye on the game in LA as well. Seahawks across midfield now after Corey Littleton was called
for roughing the passer. Got Russell Wilson low around the legs. Brock Osweiler can't get the handle, and it's a turnover. At Lambeau, opening drive showed promise for the Dolphins. They turn it over. Green Bay football.
Of the Chargers, fourth down.
It's just a simple crossing route right here underneath. You get the route, you avoid the contact, you just don't concentrate, just don't look the ball in.
All right, let's bring in the Seahawks. Tyler Lockett got out of a smash and then got 17. So when you add the penalty yardage assessed to Dante Fowler right there, although, yep, that is a face mask. Definitely. Field goal good for the Raiders. And Daniel Carlson makes it 3-0. Now we have the Seahawks inside the 15 on their opening drive.
With him there, Fowler, boy, it could get better here in the basket area.
So the Seahawks aided by 2 personal foul penalties on this opening drive. Now have a first down at the 14. Roll down. Wilson. Throws it into the plate. Fowler provided a pressure, flushing him out, and the throwaway, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Got to give the Rams credit there. That's exactly first down and 10. That's exactly where Seattle thought they were going to get a big play. We ran it out well. We started running good. We really hurt you last time we played. We know you're coming in Rams with a game plan. Shut the run down. You set against it. Rams are there for it.
Davis remains the running back. Watch Baldwin at the top. He has good scored touchdown this year. They're going to go on the ground again with Davis in slapping. Wow, and then down to the 8. Which will set up 3rd and 4. Again, Chris Carson in that first game had 116 yards on the ground against the Rams, but a hip injury. They worked it out before the game. It was questionable all week, but just elected it was not good enough to go. They had to turn around and host Green Bay on a Thursday night game, so they set them both.
Yeah, that's what a Thursday game. Otherwise, you get an average version of both games.
3rd and 4. Need to get to the 4 for a first.
Wilson's first option taken away.
Middle of the field, it's pass. What a catch. Clean catch. Grabs it between 2 Rams for the touchdown.
Well, that just does a great job fighting off the release. And then really, it's just an outstanding job by Russell Wilson. I mean, buying time and then finding that
A touchdown for Russell Wilson after he avoids a sack. No team has sacked Russell Wilson more in his career, north of 50 times than the Rams. That time, though,
well done by Russell Wilson.
he gets away. Seattle takes the early lead at second year after the dash snap. Aaron Rodgers over second player from the 32nd down. Extra point in LA is good.
Play. And a first down. Running on the offensive line. They're lucky they got Bolaga back. He was injured last week with the knee, but he was back in limited practice this week. And rookies Belden, Scantling, and St. Brown are starting. Aaron Jones is averaging 6 yards a carry. He just hit 12 right there. It's a first and 10. Jumping, 3 down. Rodgers leads. And going for Devontae Adams. With a short on Howard. No flag here, but there was a flag run before with an offsides on Miami.
Offside. Defense is number 93. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's on Spence on that line. So the Miami defense on the line. Cameron Wake and Robert Quinn will put pressure on Rodgers throughout most of the afternoon. He had a couple of sacks last week. Linebacker Kiko Alonso is the second leading tackler in the NFL. And in the secondary, Minka Fitzpatrick replaces Pro Bowler Rashad Jones for the first quarter for discipline. 1st and 5. Back to the block and Quinn. Rodgers chased by White. Here comes Alonso. He hits the deck and scooped the first down. On that 1st and 5, he picks up 7. Let's go back downstairs to Steve.
Kevin, you just mentioned Rashad Jones last week in the Jet game, took himself out of the line. Happy with the rotation of the secondary that was going to happen in that game. Now, of course, Adam Gase told us some of the veteran players were not too happy about that move by Rashad Jones. Had a meeting with Gase, they decided to sit him down for the first quarter of this game as a sort of in-house suspension. He won't be in there until the second quarter.
Steve, thank you. It's Jones and the good block by Kendricks. Into the secondary. Watch out there by T.J. McDonald to the 31 of Miami and a 15-yard run.
You're going to see a good block by the tight end Kendricks, and then it's just downhill. I just really think they've got to be able to run the football more with Aaron Jones on the downs. It leads the NFL in rushing average with over 6 yards a carry. It just needs more opportunities each week. It's tough to get the volume when you're playing from behind, and you also have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers.
2 tight ends. With the 1st and 10. It's outside for Brown. The rookie and brought down around the end goes by Bobby McKinney. Now a gain of 1 to the 29.
We talked about the production. You look at this, they're really good in terms of, well, they're just not doing it enough. They're just 22 rush attempts a game. I think they just need more balance, especially since the weather is beginning to change here in the Midwest. The Packers have the 2nd highest percentage of pass plays this season. They're over 67%. Only the Giants throw the ball more at 70%. Look, they're never going to be 50-50 run pass, but with a quarterback like Rodgers, they should be, but they've got to have a bit more balance running the football.
With the 2nd down and 10, Aaron Rodgers out of the backfield. Here's a screen pass. Bell looking for a block. Here comes Aaron Jones. Backing off Bobby's like a pinball. Down to the 21. Hit by a couple, including McMillan, and McMillan is a gain of 10 on the play. Let's take you to New York, and here's James.
Opening drive success for Seattle.
Yeah, Russell Wilson finds Nick the net 8 yards out. He's going to score a first one. This is the second meeting, and Seattle lost the first meeting only by 2 points. They match up well against the LA Rams.
Kevin Howard, Rich Gannon, and Steve Tasker.
You and I were in Seattle last week, Rich, and Bennett, in a nice game for their offense.
And they're running the football well, which is certainly helping Russell Wilson. You get the running back, Aaron Jones. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
They'll call Lewis, but it could have gone in a coach. You take a look at Clay Moore. He's our crew chief and one of 4 first-year referees this season in the NFL.
I think they both moved.
Yeah.
St. Louis stumbled a little bit. Aaron Jones tried to jump the gun. Aaron Rodgers does a terrific job of changing and varying up the stat count. He's got a great hard count.
Nichols secondary for Miami. He's shoving the play to the ground. In the 1st and 15, here back Jones again. Another drop by Winfield. There goes Jones with a block by Graham, and he's inside the 10, brought down by T.J. McDonald. It's around 14, maybe 19 on the play. It's 1st and goal.
They're a good screen team because you see the movement from Rodgers looking away from the back. Then they've got an at the line that can get out in front and run.
It's been all Aaron Jones on this drive. He's got a couple of receptions for 27. He's got a couple of rushes for 27.
He's become so much better in the passing game. I think he's a patient route runner. He's done a better job in protection. I just think he's got an overall better understanding of the passing game.
Rodgers with the 1st and goal to the end zone. Touchdown. Javonte to 7-yard lead to throw by Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers cash into the
Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. The Packers have not lost at home. They have not won on the road. 8 plays and 70 yards. Todd Gurley just picked up a couple of yards. Now 2nd and 1. Jared Goff is open 4 for 4 for the Rams. First down and 3 extra. Bobby Wagner with the tackle. Gurley slow to get up, but he's on his feet, and just look at these crazy numbers. Since coming into the league back in 2015, it's a first-round pick out of Georgia. This is what he's done in that time frame.
So there's so much you want. I feel it's just really got to improve.
Yeah, where?
I mean, I tell you, draft him, okay, you're going to be first in everything. And you say, okay, you like drafting this thing.
Big game this time, 8. Abenstein open clear the way down to the 30.
They don't run a lot of runs. All they're going to do is outside zone with a bunch of people going. And the reason why they just run it over and over again is because Gurley has that vision. He can feel it all the time. They got outside zone.
Go back to the Gurley down the sidelines and jumps out of bounds near the 10.
It's almost simple but brilliant. Now they think the exact play they just ran, and then it's way out of there, you throw it to the guy. It's really impressive how McVay runs so few plays, but it's impossible to stop him because he does 7 things off the exact same look. I mean, we could go through a whole game and he might run the same personnel, which means 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 tailback. And he might never change other than like a goal line or a 30-1 situation.
They run that ratio about almost 97% of the time. I know it's not close. Here's first to go from the 10. Finally, an incompletion thrown a little low for Brandon Cooks, who they traded for in the offseason for a first-round pick from New England. And now they come up with another option here. It's so interesting to hear, though, when you're talking to the coaches, whether it's McVay or talking about Carroll yesterday when we visited with him, how they try to defend it. They all talk about the simplicity of it. Touchdown to Gerald Everett. Jared Goff got the answer. Russell Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown. Live now with Derek Carr and the Raiders in a 3-0 game. The former Steeler, who was acquired in a trade in April, only seeing moderate action going into this game.
Yeah, Derek Carr, he just recognizes right there, that one-on-one on the outside. Every guy for the Chargers was lined up in the gaps on line of scrimmage. He's called Sticky Sam, like all 11 guys up, right? Sticky Sam, Sticky Sam. I don't even know what that means. But it was all the guys on the line of scrimmage, and you had the one-on-one on the outside, the Martavis Bryant. Just an easy pitch catch.
Sounds urgent to me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's why we did it.
First down on the Chargers 43. And timeout is called, and it'll be the second timeout in this first half for the Raiders. Timeout call. Let's get to the kickoff. After the Devontae Adams touchdown, this is live at Lambeau. Jakeem Grant.
And he's hit on the play by the linebacker Ornberg, a 19-yard return. Let's go back and look at the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers is trying to move the safety, TJ McDowell. How does he do that? He does it with his eyes. Good starter. Just watch Rodgers. He's going to look to his right. He's trying to move the safety with his eyes. And he does that so that he can drop this ball, this dart throw right into the back of the end zone to Devontae Adams. But his ability to hold the free safety, TJ McDowell, with his eyes really opens up a big throwing lane on the backside. Over secondary, going in the backfield, first and 10. Is Frank Gore. With a shot right there by Mike Davis.
With that back to Oakland. This is the opening minute of the second quarter. Raiders across the field for the first down line. Carr stepping up and throwing some Martin. And Martin is tackled quickly by Jatavis Brown after a 6-yard pickup.
Well, the pace, the Raiders are leveling up right now, but I still look at this as pressure being on the Oakland Raiders, who have dominated this first half, going into the second half. You have to completely control the tempo of this game, to control the clock, to control the numbers of plays, and right now you're sitting with a 3-0 lead. So I just feel like putting pressure on you as an offense.
Jordy Nelson hobbling off the field. So LaFell and Bryant are the receivers out there on 2nd and 4. And here is Washington getting the first down and 4. Boy, he is innovative to say the least. So there's the first down at the 20-yard line. Phillips makes 4 damage and a pickup of 12 for Doug Martin, the Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Real nice job. Colton Miller, as he comes off the ball, he waits, pushes, then climbs to the next level, gets another shot. Really nice execution as he's working that second level linebacker for.
Miller, of course, came out in return against the 49ers, wearing a brace on his right knee, also elbow injury. First round pick from UCLA. And a first down on the 25. And here's Carr, who's going to slide at the 22-yard line. Game break time. Let's check it again with Mike Hill.
Got the Packers host the Dolphins, and Ron is going to work on man Devontae Adams in the zone. $7 gets me 8th of the season for Adams. Adams trying to stop the 2-game slot. 7-0 in the works.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. There is Jordy Nelson, who hobbled off the field and now be 10-2. Seth Roberts has come in for him. 3 wide receivers lining up to the right on 2nd and 7. And they go to Martin.
We're coming right back because the Raiders are approaching the red zone. We're showing a contact with the Dolphins. Could get a first down. Tron Williams on the return. Ball.
Well, takes a room with no
Ball on it. Packers on top of the Dolphins. 7-0. Miami good field position.
There already. Former Packers. So now Jalen Richard, who's a good receiver out of the backfield. He's back there along with Carr on 3rd down and 6. Pressure on Carr, and he's not going to get away from Melvin Ingram. And the ball knocked away and is picked up by Corey Legion. And the Chargers taking advantage of the turnover, the fumble, and get the ball back. So it was all started by Melvin Ingram and finished by Corey Legion. And a turnover here.
Well, you know, anytime Melvin Ingram comes in here, watch him dip, use that backside arm to gain leverage on Osemele to get the sack right there. But it's really that spin backside arm to get through there as he creates the sack.
Corey Legion, who came back into action after being hurt. Big addition to this defense.
Corey Legion, too, with the scoop right here. He's trying to score, eh? Nice hands by Corey Legion. That's the kind of break that the Raiders, when that happens to you, when you're struggling, you're 1-7, you know what you say on the sideline? Oh, here we go again. Are you kidding me? We're dominating this game, and now we just gave them an opportunity.
Well, let's see if it fires up the Chargers. And Melvin Gordon on the carry is hit hard, knocked out of bounds by Carl Joseph.
Chubb, rookie running back earlier today, for blocking 92-yard touchdown. This guy is another rookie running.
This is for San Diego State. Driving distance from college.
38 yards down the left sideline.
Seahawks ran well when last these two teams met.
And pick up some good yardage there. 86 yards already on the ground, and we are in the first. This is live in LA.
We said we run heavy today, especially by Seattle. We were talking about the assistants. Around the defender. Still can. And pick up another nice jump. 9 yards. See the play action game. Seattle getting out on the edge and having all day. Russell does a good job. Dropping right off the bucket. You know, this is where it's hard on the Rams. This is a physical Seattle function. No one knows it yet. They're starting to run the ball like they did when they were going to Super Bowls. We know their defense knows down to keep. This is really similar to that time with Marshawn Lynch over.
It's getting.
His first NFL touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 2-hour drive with traffic 6 hours. Goodness gracious. Ball out of hand. Another player. We take another look. It's Hankins. Here it is right here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Morrow comes flying in there, gets the hit. Still finds a way to find a completion. They're not Gordon. But Jonathan Hankins, who made this tackle, shake it up. So another timeout. Looking for a highlight here. Redzone channel highlight from earlier. Nashville, where the very first time Bill Belichick faced a former player as head coach. There's Marcus Mariota to Joe Smith for 4-yard touchdown. The Titans took the early lead, 7-0. Now 7-3 with Corey Davis run underneath this. Perfectly thrown Mariota pass in the end zone. They get 14, 27-10. The knockout punch on the direct snap to Eric Henry. Brian Hoyer popped this one up, a 34-10 resounding winner with Tom Brady and Patriots live at the Lambeau. Frank Gore first down.
Brought to the play by Martinez. What a burst to the 31, gain of 9, first down.
But they've got an unbalanced line. You look at, they just have the guard and the tackle, Leary over there. They actually run to the weak side. Probably when they move the tackle over, they want to run to that 3-lineman side, but they break a little bit of a tendency there. Gore is able to bounce the ball outside to his right.
Packers are going to go 1st and 10. Osweiler across the middle against that Kenny Stills. His dad used to play for the Packers. Watch another play by Martinez. Along with Breland, put him at the 13, 18-yard gain, another Miami first down.
It seems like each week Frank Gore breaks another record. You look at this most consecutive seasons of 500 or more rushing yards. That's a pretty good company. Walt Payton, Emmitt Smith, 2 Hall of Famers, and Gore has had a Hall of Fame career.
I think so too.
He's been a great leader for the Dolphins.
Drake is in. Drake, the Reggie Omaha right there. Osweiler used the backup, Peyton Manning, and Gase was the quarterback coach in Denver. Gain of 2 right there by Kevin Drake out of Alabama.
I just think Drake needs more opportunity. Last week, he had just 3 carries against the Jets while Frank Gore had 20. And they're very different backs. Drake's a guy that's got top end speed. He can get on the edge of the defense, but it's been tough in terms of how they've been utilizing both backs this season.
No huddle, 2nd down 8. Osweiler, back to the beautiful knockdown right there. I'll tell you what, Jair Alexander is playing about as well as any rookie quarterback in pro football. Limping in front, knocking it away. It was intended for the but
it's tough sometimes when you go from your right to your left. You look at his feet aren't square. Dangerous throw back across the field with the back shoulder. Devontae Parker. Can't be mentioned to Alexander.
Let's split them up here and show you the game in Oakland as well. Frank Gore, by the way, has gone over 500 yards rushing for the 14th straight time in his career. That's a new NFL record. You can keep track of those things. Malcolm Gordon in the Redzone for the Chargers. And Brock Osweiler takes a seat. Tyler Fackrell with the second. And that'll back the Dolphins up and set up a field goal, but a longer one here for the Dolphins.
Outside the tight end, one team. A lot of except with a tight end with a lead.
And we Jason Sanders on for the field goal try as a wide receiver.
And Sam Teddy back in there and right.
Sam Teddy, the offensive lineman, back in there.
2nd and 6.
They stopped what he's saying. Sanders taking is moving the Dolphins on the board. Accuracy, 7-3. Filler cleans up big straight in the field.
And the pass to the end zone is incomplete. And it was Melvin Gordon, defended by Markel Lee. 3rd down and 6.
And this is one of the big issues with this Raiders team. Walked up and man, they did a great job on the back end from a coverage standpoint. You see Lee there with good coverage down the football field. But Phillip Rivers, I mean, he left that pocket not because he was pressured. He left that
pocket looking for a receiver because everybody was in lockdown coverage. The Raiders were the worst team or the worst team in football when it comes to getting to the quarterback.
Stop the Chargers here and force them into a field goal. And the timeout call, the first down of the game for the Chargers.
As Jones is disciplined for taking himself out of last week's game after only 10 plays. He was benched for the first. Jones will carry again.
He was hitting for Wayne Taylor, the guard.
Aaron Jones has 94 yards rushing in the first quarter. Give me the other one, please. All 3 games here that we have late. Week 10, as they are about to start the second quarter in LA. Philip Rivers steps up and then goes down here to 10. Jared Goff on the run. Goff throws it away. It'll be 4th down and likely Greg Zerline time. 4th and 8. End of the quarter. As the Packers trying to get the snap off. So it's a end off the screen as the Packers walk to the other side of the field.
Everyone's going left.
Then Aaron Jones runs with 66 yards.
I thought he was going to try to fit one in. Not
He's set there at Greg Zerline.
21.
He's made 21 consecutive inside the 40-yard line. If he misses this, it's not my fault.
That's Eckler at the top of your picture.
And Rivers flipping field goal. Ball knocked away in the end zone intended for Antonio Gates. We'll put this on a big screen. You see how much of the rank is 14-10.
And you can see, I mean, they're just playing zone coverage right here. But watch Tyler Whitehead from the backside. He's following that underneath route. He just takes off, gets in the passing lane, Morrow with the passing lane. That's excellent team defense right there.
Michael Baxley to try a 27-yard field goal to tie it up. And the kick by Baxley is good. Came back on the roster off the practice squad. Has yet to miss it.
It is a 3-3 game as the Chargers drive stalls and they settle for a field goal. The Wildfires are still being fought here in Southern and Northern California, and we ask for your help today. This affects so many people in California, including members of our crew here at the Redzone channel and NFL Sunday Ticket. RickFoss.org is where you go for more information, or just text. It's so easy. Take out your phone now. CA Wildfires. CA Wildfires. Text that to 90999. You see on your screen, and that's $10 a day. It's that easy. It's that easy. $10. 90999. CA Wildfires. Okay, highlights from earlier today. This game at Soldier Field, the Bears have lost 10 consecutive in the division. That's straight. So things now over. Mitch Trubisky, Allen Robinson, 36 yards touchdown, 13-0. Cody Parkey had an awful day. Missed extra points, missed field goals, but didn't matter. Mitch kept throwing touchdowns. Anthony Miller, the rookie, 45 yards, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for Bears to start the game. Parkey and all missed 3 extra points. That was 19-0 after Trubisky and keepers 6-0. The Lions had beat the Bears 9 out of 10. But that is over. Allen Robinson looks fully operational for the 26-yard touchdown. Bears are 6-3. Opening play, second quarter, 2nd and goal for the Green Bay Packers up 7-3.
Yards of offense in the first quarter. They're a one-man wrecking crew for the Packers.
We start the second quarter, the second and going for 2. St. Brown is on the move. Aaron Jones. They're shoving. They're pushing him. Bill is pushing it in with a 2-yard touchdown. With some help from the backside.
You mentioned some help from the backside. I think he gets some help from the left guard Taylor and the right guard Bell. Just shoots up in that A-gap between the center Lindsley and Bell. And you just see Bell pushing. You see Taylor pushing. Block comes in there at the end. Good effort, good movement up front for the Packers.
Aaron Jones
who now has 98 yards rushing, a 2-yard touchdown right there, his third rushing touchdown of the season, has put the Packers up 13-3. Here comes the extra point. Packers have had it twice, and they have scored twice. Crosby.
Kick is good, and it is 14-3. Back to LA.
He's decked after 8, maybe 9. Well, you see, when the tight end goes out for these guys, they bring in George Font, and you see he's playing a tight end position. And this is why they're big and physical. Those are usually tight end blocks, and they just keep playing football like, we don't care. We're putting him in at tight end, and he's a tackle, and he is athletic and strong. And this is why they're a power running team, and you see him out there again, playing tight end. Former basketball player at Western Kentucky. That's how he can move. 2nd and 2. There's a handoff. Bush Sice. And 2 Rams waiting for him, including Aaron Donald. And for more on Aaron, let's go down to Tracy.
Well, he's definitely going to be squeezed with that one. He has been growing very frustrated here early on. He feels as though he's being held and it's not being called. He played 100% of the snap last week, but not this weekend. He's already been pulled off the field once for coaches to just be able to calm him down. So certainly something to watch there.
That's great, Tracy. And you know what? This is exactly the game on how you beat this run. Aaron Donald's not going to be as important. 3rd and 5. Look at all the Rams on the line. 7 of it now. First 3 of them drop back. Take it down at the 21. First. Franklin Myers. Right on cue. Talking about him. He says, I know you're passing. So here he comes right here.
Here as we were talking about Aaron Donald as he gets a hand on Russell Wilson. Aaron Donald is averaging a tackle for loss. Let me say that one more time. Aaron Donald coming into the game, his average tackle was 0.34 yards in the backfield. He averages a tackle for loss as we go to Green Bay.
A couple to bring him down. Also, the linebacker, Reggie Gilbert. It is a gain of 4. Miami's out here, 19-yard line.
That's important for Miami to come away with some points, Kevin. I feel like they just can't get off the slow starts. They're just not good playing from behind. And for a long day, you have to score on the opening drive this season. And they've been slow starters, especially in the first quarter under Adam Gase.
With a second down and 6, he comes outside the goal by himself, but then hustled out of bounds by Josh Jones. No word yet, by the way, on Kentrell Bryce, who left the game earlier. He had a knee injury coming in. Looked like he had a leg injury coming out. Gatorade right there.
I think the game plan is going to be adjusted based on the health and injury situation of the South defensive line tonight. This is plenty of quick game from Osweiler. The screen game, the Dolphins are very good at. Certainly the running game. They've got to be able to pound the football when they throw it. They use a little more max protection. Give Osweiler some time back there.
In the middle, secondary, there's Corey Taylor. He's got by Josh Jackson. He's chased by Tremont Williams and brought down inside the 35. Running at the 34, catch and run at 39. The leading receiver, the former Patriot, Danny Amendola, first down Miami.
A really nice adjustment by Amendola. It's kind of a back shoulder throw. He's able to keep his concentration and focus, and now he's off to the races against Tremont Williams.
Over the backfield, he had a tough time getting that ball. He can throw it out the laces, and the pass third time trying to do a bubble screen to Devontae Parker. Hustled out of bounds by Williams, and more of that secondary game. 10 right there, Steve Jasper's up line.
And for more information on Kentrell Bryce, he has an ankle injury. He's questionable return. So Lucas Patrick on the kickoff return. He's being evaluated for a concussion. He's been taken to the locker room. No word on the likelihood of his return.
Steve, thank you. Gore in the backfield. First and 10. Stewart the block at the left tackle. We have the balls across the middle. Devontae Parker. On down the by Josh Jackson. It is a gain of 7. Jackson is rookie second round pick out of Iowa. The ball with the 17 of Green Bay.
The Dolphins need to get more from Devontae Parker. He's got the ideal combination of size and speed to go along with that huge catch radius, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to put it all together. He's inconsistent. He's also struggled with injuries.
Well, we've got 2 catches today, 9 for the season coming in. Second down, 3. Look at Gore. Hurdle on defenders. Hurdled Alexander and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. We have a tackle made on play. Castro gain of 9, first and goal.
I enjoy watching Frank Gore work. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, he's so efficient. He does it all. He's just timeless. You know, he's like that great bottle of Cabernet you got in your wine cellar. He's getting better with age. And that's really Frank Gore in a nutshell. It's as tough as they come. It's important to him. He's got great passion and work ethic. And it's really rubbed off with some of these younger players of Miami's offense.
Well, the first to go at the end outside and go. I think it's the tight end, A.J. Derby. That is incomplete. Derby has missed 6 consecutive games with an injury, a foot injury, but active up, and as you can see, playing today for the Dolphins. It'll be second down goal.
It's good to get back. Yeah, he's another option inside the tight end position. It's a very good route on a former quarterback in college and tight end. And a guy that can really help Osweiler, especially in this part of the field.
Drake is in, second goal. Manning Drake. And works in nicely, linebacker Ray Martinez. They get over to number 7 with a gain of 1.
And Martinez has really played well, especially the last 5 games. He's got 46 tackles and 46 tackles and 4 sacks during this stretch. He leads the team with 70 stops. Has played well for the Packers.
Ninth play of the drive, 3rd down and 7. Green Bay with 5 on second down. Osweiler, and almost picked off. It's incomplete. Almost grabbing the
All right, welcome right back. I want to show you Tyrell Williams doing averaging 20 yards a reception this year. This is 14 to the 44, a 30-yard gain for Tyrell Williams. Back to Brock Osweiler in the red zone.
Get pulled from behind by Blake Martinez.
Here comes Jason Sanders, who's already getting a 37-yard field goal range from 25 yards. He is the best rookie kicker in the NFL. Flag throw.
The Dolphins settle for a field goal. There is a flag, though, on that, and it might be 14-6. We will check it out. Keep an eye on it. But as we go here, they're going to a break as well. So let's go back. All right. Going to take the 3 and lead the line. It's not going to get up to the first down. Those 3 red zone possessions get all the way 6 points. 10:29 to go in the second quarter. Again, it is a salute to service month. However, it's a year-round effort here for the NFL to honor, to empower, to connect with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families. We ask you to join us here and support those, thank those who have bravely served our country, generated donation to its Salute to Service nonprofit partners. Just go to NFL.com/salute. You can also go to Twitter, tweet, #salute to service. That does good as well. Let's show you from earlier today. This one from Cincinnati, where Drew Brees and the Saints came in for the longest 10-week streak in the National Football League. They have not lost since week 1, and guess what? Breaking news, they still have not. Mark Ingram throws up the X after the 28-yard touchdown. Homage to Des Bryant, who scored his Achilles on Friday. Alvin Kamara had a big game. Honors Des Bryant, 4-yard touchdown. Michael Thomas had a big game. 17-yard touchdown for the second of the first half. You get the point here. A lot of X's. 35-7 at the half. 38-7. Make it 45-7. A Vinny Burger. 51-14. Saints. The longest winning streak in the NFL continues. 8-1. 8 in a row. And it's a long list of good teams they have beaten. And it's a long list of good quarterbacks, touchdowns in this 509. Only 30 off the all-time lead as we hit Brandon Cooks here, 46-yard line wide in LA.
And this is outside zone. Let's pick it this way. No, sorry, Seahawks. You ran all the way and then just come up and throw a deep curl. I mean, it's just Seattle's playing and doing things correctly. They just have people with the response based on the play calls.
That's a 17-yard hook up between Goff and Cooks. Gurley gets the handoff. Great contact on him. It's for everything he can, Alex. A 3-yard gain. Well, you talk about the foundation they have here. Gurley just in his 4th year, Goff his 3rd year, young fleet of receivers. Yes, well defended there by Shaquille Griffin. Right off Woods with Max. Let's get to Oakland here with a flag. It's 14-6, 23 remaining in the second quarter. Let's wait a minute. I beg your pardon, we're in Oakland.
But the Raiders are there. Marcus Gilchrist. And actually it was Shalik Calhoun. Calhoun, number 91. Look at him. He wasn't fooled by this.
Looking at change direction, back underneath the block so that he can lead the ground on the proper angle and make the tackle. Excellent effort by Calhoun.
And a 2-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 12, under a minute to go. And 2 timeouts left for the Chargers. And this thing is caught, but going nowhere. Keenan Allen thanks to Gary and Connolly. So now coming up and nearing a half a minute to go. 6-yard pickup here. And still time left. And the Chargers will use one. And right now, we'll check in with Kurt Menefee at Fort Benning, Georgia, with the rest of the guys. Kurt. What a great show of strength that is. How magnificent. How beautiful is that? That is exciting. Thank you to all those who asked and all of you who serve this great country. We really appreciate every single one of you, man. I mean, Coach, suitable garb. Christmas is away, but still looking for the touchdown. It'll be 3rd down and 6. One timeout left for both teams. And the play, penalty and Calhoun looked like he had jumped offside, and the penalty will be against the Raiders. Should be.
Defense for 91. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Yeah, Calhoun right here. I mean, you want to talk about early right here. Just about 2 steps. That's about it. And the second time in this part of the field here in the first half that they've had an encroachment penalty, an offside penalty. And these are the kind of things that continue, put you on the way.
Same thing. He was 3rd and 6, now it's 3rd and 1. Same as we had before. Eckler goes the windup. On 3rd and 1, they throw it, and the pass is caught, and it'll be a first down. Tyrell Williams, who made the play downfield. And the Chargers will use their 3rd and timeout.
3rd and 1. Always fascinated by Philip. Now we're going to go to Green Bay, where the Packers have it backed up on their own 30-line with an 8-point lead. This is live.
Good pass right there to tight end Hendricks. And brought down by McDonald with a gain of 6. And he's up just beyond the Green Bay 35.
One of the things that
One play only. Final minute now. Second quarterback in Oakland. 28 seconds remaining. Phillips Rivers does not have a drive. Where the ball comes out.
From the 11, first down. He's got time. He's got the man. He's got the touchdown. Keenan Allen. You said earlier, he's going to be patient, blocking, doing all the little things, but then he's there for the 11-yard touchdown catch. The first score of the game to give the Chargers their first lead.
so good at the top of the route. Watch him shake as he gets to the top of this route. He is just going to shake the DB on the quick out route. And look at the space he creates and then the presence of mind to make sure that he keeps his feet in. Worley shakes him at the top of the route.
Allen from Phillips Rivers dragging those feet. It's a 9-3 game as we go back to Aaron Rodgers, who, as you see, has started the game 7 of 9, and the extra point is good for the Chargers. But Michael Bashley, which is significant. Caleb Sturgis cut during the week.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, rookie out of South Florida, picking up 5. They hit the first down, and they're up to their own 43-yard line. He had a 15-3 against New England.
Well, he has the size and the length you love at the position. He's 6'4", he's 205 pounds to go along with top end speed. And Aaron Rodgers told us on Friday he's becoming a much better route runner.
Going into the backfield, first and 10 for Rodgers. Bakhtiari the block, here goes Aaron on the move. Down to about the 47-yard line. And it's Roddy that braces now on that knee wrench. He picks up 9 right there.
We just talked about this a second ago, Kevin. You see the rush up inside? Now watch him, he's going to step up and out. And this is the challenge. And this is as well as any quarterback in football, stepping up in the pocket and then stepping out.
Williams on second down and 1. And grab by Quan McMillan out of Ohio State. And they lose a yard on that one back to the 49.
Well, I always enjoy visiting with Dolphins coordinator Matt Berg. I think he's sharp. He's got a good feel for what they've got to do against. It's easier said than done. He said, we're not going to fool him, but what we can do is we can confuse some of the other guys. We can confuse the offensive line, some of the receivers with different pre-snap looks. That's going to be important. You've got to change things up against these Packer receivers.
Rodgers with a third down into the back from the side of the corner, drop down. There's a block by Williams. Rodgers being chased in the point by Booker. Finding time, and he's late. He can look all day long, and you can tell he's moving around better.
Well, he's moving better, but the problem is he's got nowhere to throw it. We talk about the scramble drill. When Rodgers gets outside here, stop it for a second. People have to start coming back and working back to the quarterback, and you're just not seeing enough of that in the film. And they said part of it is Aaron wasn't practicing, Kevin, during the week, last month of the season. That knee brace off last week. He's moving better, and this is more of an emphasis. He's so good at extending places. Receivers have to do a better job, a more consistent job of working back to the quarterback.
Devontae Adams was lining up in the backfield as the Packers are going to go for it on 4th down and 2.
Visiting with Mike McCarthy on Friday, he said, has to fill a lane, but he said every play in the Packer playbook is designed to have a second phase. Second phase is when Aaron Rodgers pulls the ball down and scrambles. That's an area where they haven't been as efficient.
That second phase can phase out that defense. 4th down and 2, Adams in the backfield. Fourth and 2, they got it on Crowder, here they come. Upon the aircraft and loading at work. And the ball will be turned over to Miami on downs, the first set for the Dolphins. A loss of 6. As Graham could not hold his water on the right side and they get to the Packer quarter.
Aaron Rodgers goes out rudely, 14-6, 5-3 remaining in the second quarter. A highlight from earlier today. This is Alex Smith Raymond James, Josh Williamson after the game that the team feels more comfortable on the road with fans than it does at home. Josh Cox getting a touchdown, making 13-3, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick that are up there. Greg Stroman with this one. Dirk Cutter revealed afterwards that he was play calling today. 498 yards. Let's say that again. 498 yards of offense today in a loss by the Bucs. It's the most offensive yardage for a team with 3 or fewer points since 1960. 16-3, the Redskins win to get to 6-3. Our top quarterbacks today, Mitch Trubisky. I'm kidding, Trubisky. All that, 3 touchdowns to 23-30. Drew Brees, 3 touchdowns. Well, second now with the all-time touchdown passes. Andrew Luck, 6 straight games with 3 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, 17-20 for 3 scores. He said, and I'm not making this up, he woke up feeling dangerous this morning. Pat Ryan threw 52 times and lost. As the Falcons fall 4-5. Nick Chubb had the longest rush in Browns franchise history, 92 yards for a touchdown. He has 3 touchdown runs, so 50 more yards this year. Over 200 total yards for the Browns there. You had David Johnson at his best game of the year. LaShawn McCoy ran for a couple of scores, and the Bills had their best offensive game of the season, and they can still get that one. Leonard Fournette over 100 total yards, 2 scores. Mark Ingram, big day as well as the Saints on 50 on the Bengals.
They run a play for 11. Now, Sean McVay talking about his young quarterback. You can see why he told us he was the number 1 overall pick. He's got a special feel for the game. It's just Gurley just racing ahead for another big run. Why he leads the league rushing. But he loves his even-keel nature of the quarterback. That's what McVay says, and he's good. Or when there's a negative play or something happens, it doesn't let it affect him. His teammates love him. He's playing fantastic, and those emotional levels you talked about right there are the key for a quarterback, your ability to keep it the same play over and over again, and it works again for his Gurley. And just outside zone, right outside zone left. Play action right off the outside zone. Play action left. Oh, he handed off to a receiver who goes left outside zone or right. First play went for 11. That one goes for 9 more. Gurley up to 7 rushes for 49, 7 yards a clip. He has a chance of reaching 1,000 today. He's 132 yards. Not that that's what it used to be, but 1,000 yards as early as he's already quite an achievement. Something more. It was at the Seattle 48. You see the play action and just this was a brilliant ball because he threw it down and away. That route comes all the way across the field and you can throw it high and over people if you're in zone because it was man. He did a great job once of flattening down and Goff and fires it down the way, making it look easy. Gurley's moving in on 1,000. Goff is moving in on 3,000. Well, you're just past the midway point of the season, just about 38 yards away right now. Don't you love what they did there? You talk about them going all the time this offseason, a little risky. But that team, talk about why they did that. Here's the cross. It's a good day. That's cool. He's got another first down for 10. What they're trying to do is put this team together. Around this young quarterback, you got contract situations to work through and everything else. Yeah, and here's another run that goes outside. This time they just toss it instead of handing it off. And what you just said is exactly right. The quarterback on that rookie contract allows you to go all in and put a lot of aggressiveness in free agency in some other areas. Great decision by them. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from State Farm.
So we're going to break. We're going to go to Lambeau, where it's almost halftime here at the Dolphins at football.
Coming up on the Horizon halftime report from CBS Studios in New York.
You're looking at a base, the head coach, play caller, told us didn't find out till after practice on Friday that they did not both started tackles.
There's a tackle by Josh Jackson on a run by Drake that wheels his way for 6 down to the Green Bay 31.
Now think about that for a second. What they plan in with the expectation
expectation that Tunzel was going to play, James was going to play, Marcy was going to play. And then they get up and playing on Saturday, and they're making adjustments to the game plan. Well, not an easy position. He had a great attitude about it when we sat down with him on Saturday night. He's not going to play. He's got a hot strip there, hot ball sheet. He's going to take this win with an outflow.
Six in the secondary, third down and 4. Warriors 82 flags, and I think we got
I'm flag here. Let's go to LA, 2nd and 6.
Coach of the year last year, here's Goff cutting around. Plays it in the area of Cook. Hey, that is going to be more than completion of a J.R. Martin who was going after us. That's going to tell us. You see the pressure on the outside. Clark has been getting off the ball outstanding this year to Goff. Oh, I got to throw this away. I don't have any more time. Oh, and he gets it away. It's risky. It's risky, but I think his instincts are well enough to know there wasn't anybody over there. So, I like it. It looks the most transmitted. Safe 6 or 7 guys. Yeah, they're good on range stuff. Here's a 3rd and 6. Just over the block of Woods. But it didn't do much good. That was
the end of 1. We're going to go back to Lambeau, where Jason Sanders is lining up for a field goal here for the Dolphins. He has been there scoring today. Brandon Cooks at that area, and Seahawks go airborne. Jason Sanders, 47-yard field goal try. In Green Bay is good. 14-9.
The Rams are explosive.